What is up, my friends? You are all very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds taking on Sean Dyche's Burnley. Another must-win game for us in the Premier League, but sure, at this stage of the season, they all are. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, if indeed, of course, you celebrated. If you didn't, I hope you had a lovely day with your families. And of course, I'm wishing you all a prosperous 2024. Yeah, we're good. Team news is in. We will go through it momentarily. I am joined in the background today by God. Hello, God.
Hi, Craig.
Did you have a nice Christmas, God?
It was a very average Christmas. I can't complain. What about you?
That's not what you said to me earlier. You said there was too much food, Craig. Oh, it was all so delicious and I couldn't eat it all.
Well, yeah, no, it was. You go out somewhere and they cook too much and no one could finish anything. But you said to me you would have finished everything in that restaurant, including everyone else's food. So,
Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben.
what?
I just realised I said Sean Dyche's Burnley. Didn't I?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
pre-programmed to think of Dyche and Burnley that I actually said Sean Dyche's Burnley.
Oh, wow.
It is, of course. It is, of course, Vance and Companies. Oh, my God, lads, I'm so programmed to think of Burnley and Sean Dyche that I said Sean Dyche. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I did the same earlier. I was watching Newcastle versus Forest, and when Chris Wood got a hat trick, I said out loud, "Oh, Dyche will be happy with that." He doesn't play for Dyche anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of these days, Ben. It's gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days. So Ian Rush is up top today, anyway. Oh, lads, do you know what? I was in autopilot, and I was like, "This intro's going well, Craig. You're doing a good job today, fella. Well done." Oh my God! So look, we'll go through the Liverpool team anyway. There's some changes to it, but I think we can all understand them. The good news as well, Diogo Jota is in the matchday squad, which is fantastic news. So it's Alisson Becker in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Joe Gomez at left back, Virgil van Dijk and Jarell Kwanzaa are your centre-back pairings today. In midfield, it is Endomania, of course, going to run wild all over Turf Moor. Ryan Gravenberch and Mr. Harvey Elliott. Delighted to see Harvey get a start. I think he very much deserves it. Up top, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Mohamed Salah. We believe Darwin on the left, of course, Mo on the right, and Gakpo through the centre. Let's have a look at the bench for the first time today as well. What have we got? We've got Kelleher, Canade, Lucho, Soboslai, Jones, Jota, Chambers, McConnell, and Bradley. That is your Liverpool team and bench. A quick look at the Burnley starting lineup, who are, of course, not managed by Sean Dyche. Imagine getting that wrong. It's Trafford, O'Shea, Taylor, Bayer, Brownhill, Berg, Foster, Vitinho, Amdouni, Tresor, and Odebert. That is your Burnley team. So, Nessie, our assassin is back on the bench. Yes, indeed, he is. 2-2 in the Luton game as well against Sheffield United. Isn't it against Sheffield United? I think they're playing Sheffield United, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not Sean Dyche, I can tell you that much.
It's definitely not Sean Dyche, no?
No, it's not Sean Dyche. He's not involved in this game.
Warnock? Neil Warnock?
Start naming names, Craig. Just start shouting names out.
That's basically where I'm going with this, Ben. Yeah, I'm starting to think back through. Is Kirbishley? How's these lads getting on?
Oh my, Kirbishley. That's the name I've not heard in a long, long time.
I know. There used to be this just merry-go-round, folks, didn't there? Where there was just managers get sacked and they just going round in this circle. But thankfully, those days are over, and we don't have to look at the Alan Pardew dance on the sidelines anymore.
It's when you start saying Roy Evans, then I'll start worrying about you.
I'll tell you what, though, we played some good football on the Roy Evans.
You had Mac Manaman back in the day, so yeah, you did, but you weren't as bad as what we are now. You know, when you kind of came off the back of the 80s.
We'll get to that later on, mate. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
We are doing a double watch along today, by the way. So, of course, I'm going to take you through this game. We'll have our match reaction. Then I'm jumping over the top of the league where we will take a look at Manchester United and Aston Villa. First game under the, I guess, kind of new era of Sir Jim Radcliffe. And we'll take you through that. And then our player ratings will be coming out for Anfield Agenda later on tonight as well. So I want to get into the chat and say hello to you few people because I hope you all had a lovely day yesterday. The best dinner table that I've seen in the Discord definitely goes to Phil. He had an Asian spread and it was like duck, chicken, rice. My wife was looking at it and I had to clean my phone. She was dribbling on it. She was in absolute awe of Phil's family's dinner. It looked delicious. So Phil, you win the best award and he's going to be eating leftovers for days. Hey, Craig, it's my birthday. So hopefully we get 3 points. Thank you, Crash Bobo. And You know, you are forgiven for the broccoli on your birthday, good sir. I hope you have a wonderful day, my man. Love a game on St. Stephen's Day. Yes, Zeppelin. There we go. Proper Irish chat. So in the UK, it's called Boxing Day. Over in Ireland, it's called St. Stephen's Day, or Stevens's Day, as we call it. So yes, well in, my man. And whatever day you celebrate today, whether it's Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, or just Tuesday, have a great day. And yeah, I'm excited. I missed you all yesterday. People thought I was working yesterday, by the way. I wasn't. That video was recorded on Christmas Eve. So I wasn't working because a lot of people were like, dude, take a day off, chill, relax. Hey, Ben, here's a weird one for you. So my daughter was in the pub the other night. That's not the weird part, by the way. That's standard practice for a 19-year-old. But she was in the pub and all of a sudden the Liverpool match was over. And she said 4 of the lads whipped out their phone and they had Anfield Agenda on.
And your daughter did nothing but just walk out of there very quickly, or?
Oh no, she knows. Like they know. They keep saying to her, "Is that really?" Or that they want her to FaceTime me in the match reaction, but she knew my phone would be on Do Not Disturb, so she knew better. But yes, she said this is a regular occurrence for her. She actually says, and I can't even hate you for it because they all like you.
But see, Craig, at least you actually answer your phone and talk to people. It's funny that.
I tried my best, Ben. You know, unless it's the wife, of course.
Oh no, yeah, no, that happens all the time.
She heard me again, Ben. She heard me again.
Ooh, sorry, 3-2 to Luton.
Oh, hello. They've got spirit, Ben. They've got spirit.
They really do. I'm thinking they might be the one who could get out of it this season, potentially.
Seamus said, thoughts on the lineup. I'm happy we get to see Darwin on the left. Do you know what, mate? I don't really have many complaints about that lineup at all. Seamus, I have no problems with it. I can totally understand the change in midfield, wanting to give Gravenberch and Elliott minutes, wanting to rest up Szoboszlai and Jones. Of course, big game against Newcastle coming up on the 1st. So we get a bit of a rest as well, which is the good news after today. Newcastle, of course, beaten 2-1, which is not great for them. But yeah, I'm okay with it. Jarell Kwanzaa, never any issues if Jarell plays. Look, we are where we are with the fullbacks at the minute. And I'm going to say it. We're seeing it today. It's going to happen. Lucky 13. He's scoring. He's not going to go 13 games without a goal. Darwin scoring today. You've heard it here first. Newcastle beaten 3-1. Was it 3-1? It was 2-1 last I saw the team. I don't know. They were beaten anyway.
It was 3-1 with a Chris Wood hat-trick of all players.
So somebody sent me in Discord again. This is why I love Discord, by the way. Discord for me is like my own social media. It's great. Somebody, and I sent this bet to Ben, somebody stuck a $5 on Paddy Power on a Chris Wood hat-trick at 90-1. I mean, what a bet. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking, but wow. What was that Ben pay of 400 and something quid, wasn't it?
455 quid off of a £5 stake.
Oh, and the best part is he won't tell his missus, because you never tell the missus when you get them ones up. You don't. You say nothing. And then to just wash away the guilt, you do buy her something, you know, 20 quid, little something, little top or something, just so you can get yourself past it. But yeah, I'm looking at the goals here in the Luton game as well. They just refuse to lie down. Fair play to them. Yeah, so 450 blips for a $5 on a Chris Wood hat-trick. I kept forgetting that he played for them. He played for Newcastle. You know, I had this chat with Brian through Geordie about Newcastle. We were talking Eddie Howe, and I asked him, does he feel that Eddie Howe will come under pressure? And he's like fully behind Eddie Howe, which of course I understand. He's done wonders for Newcastle, but I think it's getting to a point now where it's getting a bit tricky for Eddie Howe. I think he deserves the transfer window, certainly, at Newcastle, because it's not down to Howe. It's down to just a small squad, injuries. And I do think he deserves some backing in the window. But you've got to say, at some point, that job of his got to be coming under a bit of pressure, because that leaves, if I'm not mistaken, Newcastle potentially about to drop behind United if they were to be Villa. So, yeah. What do you guys think on the whole Eddie Howe thing? I've never thought that he was the long-term plan for the ownership there. So we do have a poll opening in the chat as well, my friends. Ben has asked, is it going to be a Burnley win, a draw, or a Liverpool win? It's not how, it's why. Don't confuse me enough or I'll start saying Sean Dyche again. You know, if in doubt, my brain will just go to Sean Dyche. Tig got some new PJs. That's the law, mate. If you don't get, as a male, boxer shorts, socks, pajamas on Christmas Day, and links. Such a moment yesterday, right? Such a father moment. So my little dude, we were up in his grandmother's, my wife's mother's, yesterday for dinner, and he was opening his prezzies, and the thing he got most excited about was a set of links. He got a Lynx shower gel and deodorant set, and he was over the moon with it. And I was just thinking, it's my boy. It's my boy. He knows what's up. He knows how to be a proper chav. Get that links on. But did I get any links, you ask? No. Did get boxers and socks, though. What did I get for Christmas? Nothing. Nothing, mate. We don't do the present thing, me and the wife. We concentrate on the kids and stuff like that. We want to try and spoil them at Christmas, so we look after the kids, and we're kind of, at the stage of life now where we pretty much have the stuff we need, and, try and get a holiday and stuff in like that. Yeah, we don't really do the present thing for each other. We used to not do it because we never had the money back in the early days of our marriage. Now we just don't do it because we kind of just get what we want, If Sabrina wanted something, she'd pick it up for herself. If I wanted something, I'd do the same. Lucas got a gaming laptop, though, which he was delighted with. So Santa played the blinder there. Fair play to you, Santa. So yeah, Lucas got a gaming laptop, a gaming mouse, a little table for his laptop, a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, all good. I hope you guys all got what you were asking for or what you wanted. And you got a new telly. Dozy lover. Sweet. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Well in. Links forever. Yes, Jason. Always, man. Now, the difference between me and Lucas is interesting. So I'm a Diet Coke man. He's a Pepsi Max man. I'm a Lynx Africa man. He's a Lynx Gold man. So slight differences there. Love you too, Robert. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. And do you know what? There's no Cranky Craig coming out today. Don't care what the score is. We're here for fun. It's, it's Christmas time. We're here to have a laugh today. What's this Mark sent me? Jurgen Klopp was won all 5 Boxing Day games in his Premier League career by an aggregate score of 17-1. We love that. Mohamed Salah has failed to score or assist in his last 5 games against Burnley. There you go. Both from Squawka. Thank you for that, Mark. I got Lego, said Daniel. Nice, nice. I think my daughter got her fella a Lego set as well. He's mad into Lego. Pepsi Max all day for Steve? No, sir. Diet Coke all the way. Diet Coke with an occasional little cheeky can of Fanta Lemon. Up front, Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen, Luis Suarez. I mean, that's all I was short of doing earlier on, Mr. Who. Just pulling them out, when I was talking about Sean Dyche's Burnley. Just flashbacks, you just hear Turf Moor and your brain just goes all over the place. Hi, Craig. Can tell you're a brilliant dad. Keep up the hard work as ever. No, I give all the credit to my wife, Alfie. My wife's the super parent in our house, definitely. When's McAllister back? It'll be January. Endry, I don't want to give you a date, mate, because truth is I don't know. I'm delighted to see McAllister in again today, by the way. I'm not McAllister. See, I'm all over the place, lads. Endo. Delighted to see Endo in again today. When's Robbo back? Again, you're probably talking late January there from what I'm reading. I read a bit of an update on Robbo the other day, and I think you're talking late January. Fanta Lemon. Oh, Buffalo Soldier. Fanta Lemon is delicious. Choose between Encapia or Inacio. Well, it looks like Inacio is the option from what I'm seeing, reading, hearing. Now, I'm not comfortable enough to say Inacio is going to happen, but there are journalists now starting to say that Liverpool are willing to pay that release clause of Sporting. And you know what? I'm going to have to just get over myself because you guys know that I've said all along, it would feel weird signing Inacio for 60 million euro when we know we could have had him in the summer. But I've resigned myself after a good talk in the Discord to just thinking, well, we need it now because Matip got injured. So if the club have to overpay or not overpay, but pay more than they would have in the summer, I guess I'm going to have to be all right with that because of the Matip injury. So if we sign Inacio for 60 million, brilliant. Just get it done. Get it done early. And let's get this squad as strong as we can to try and compete. I see Merson is already saying that Arsenal are going to win the league because of Declan Rice. I mean, They were lucky to leave Anfield with a point because we should have had a penalty, but they are a good side. I will give them that. Happy Boxing Day to you and your family. Thank you, Liz. It's St. Stephen's Day over here, though, Liz. But yeah, same to you and your family. I hope you're well. And what a win, Liz. I owe you an apology. What a win for the Patriots. How on earth did they do that one? But fair play, they did. Did you see the Liverpool video of Klopp meeting the young Irish lad, Doira? Yes, I did. I won't lie to you, mate. I was going to bring that up. I cried. I cried watching it. If you guys haven't seen this video, and I'm sure you probably have, it's on the Liverpool YouTube channel and on the Liverpool site, I think. It's Jurgen Klopp meeting a young Irish man. And I tell you what, I'm a passion merchant, but this young man, he's a hero. Oh, it was such a beautiful video. So it was lovely to see on Christmas Day. You know, you could see what the club meant to Dara and his family. You could see Jurgen's genuine warmth for the young man. And you could just see the players. It was just so wholesome and such a good thing to see on Christmas Day. So to that young man, what a legend you are, young fella. Keep supporting the Reds. We need fans like you. And that's the passion that football brings. So well done. Shout out to him and his family. Shout out to Jurgen and the club for that. Wonderful to see. It's exactly what you want on Christmas Day. Did you see that one by any chance, Ben? No?
Which one?
There was a video of Jurgen Klopp meeting a young Irish man who was born basically with no lower ends of his arms and no lower parts of his legs, and is a huge Liverpool fan. And there was a video of him going to a Liverpool game. I don't know how long ago it was. It was Aston Villa when we beat them 3-0. And he was in tears at the game. He was just overwhelmed by the occasion here, and you never walk alone this time and stuff. And Jurgen seen the video, and they've kept in touch. But then they invited the family over to Kirby to go and see the training facilities and talk with Klopp and the players. And it was just one of those real hit you in the fields, one of those real good videos.
I haven't seen it. Is that on the main Liverpool account? I'm guessing
it should be. Yes. It's so cool. It's so cool to see. And well done. That's what makes football clubs different, right? That's what makes these moments what it means to the kids, to Jurgen showing the humanity and just the class that the man has. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch.
When clubs do that, that's when you forget about everything that's going on. It's just like, that makes it special. And you forget how important like football and, it's so important to these kids, especially when you're younger. You'll know when you were a kid how much it meant to you, Craig, and yeah, it's always hits you in the feels when these things happen. So
absolutely, and it reminds us what it's all about, the passion. It's just beautiful, just one of those beautiful things. And I was thinking as well, if it was the Villa game he was at, young man got to see a 3-0 victory, so fair play. Nessie said it's the beautiful game. Yes, Nessie, and these are the best moments of it. So yeah, not ashamed to say I shed a few tears watching that last night, but in a good way because, as I said, good wholesome content. And it was indeed a special moment for the kid. Lucho was his favourite player, by the way. And when Lucho came in, the young man was just gobsmacked, as you would be. I remember when I walked into the same room and Klopp was there. Now, I didn't get to meet Klopp. It was just a press conference. But I remember just being, oh my God, that's Jurgen Klopp. The young man was so excited to meet Lucho, said Liz. Yep. Absolutely. It was, and to be fair, Lucho's top notch. Oh, hello. 3-0 Burnley, by the way. Sinistera. 3-0. Oh. Iriola ball is real, lads. 3-0. Wow. What a strike as well. I tell you what, he's doing bits there. Got to give him his credit. Diogo back. Come on, Craig. Yep. I'm so happy to see Diogo back, especially with Mo heading off to the AFCON and Endo heading off to the Asia Games or the Asia Cup. It's great that we get some people back now. And so if I could give you a tip for today, if anybody was looking at a little flutter, I like the idea of either a Joe Gomez shot on target or a Joe Gomez goal. Because when he cuts in from that left side, he's naturally getting onto that right foot. And you could see in the last game, second half, he had a couple of shots, I think, against Arsenal on target. I think he does it again today.
You meant Bournemouth, didn't you? Not Burnley, because you're playing Burnley.
Did Burnley have some type of bleeding curse on me? Because Lads, Sean Dyche's team are doing brilliant here. They're playing absolutely wonderful, destroying Fulham. Iriola and Bournemouth, my God.
You got Dyche on the brain today.
Oh, lads, watch. I'll call them Bournemouth when we're playing them. That's mental. Craig's in a Burnley state of mind. Yeah, I don't know what a Burnley state of mind would look like, but I'm pretty much at where he said I am, yeah. How long till Bajcetic is back? Not sure. And that's, I can give you a vague guess with the other ones, but I'm absolutely at a loss for Stefan. Who's your favorite NFL team? I don't really have one. I'm still trying to figure out what set of fans that I would feel that I'd get on with, you know? So you're looking at Eagles, obviously, but the Steelers fans look cool as well. I think, do you know what? Bills Mafia. And yeah, I'm probably, I feel like I'm edging towards the Bills slowly, but I don't know yet. Craig definitely had a few Christmas beverages. Truly didn't. I didn't, man. I had a relaxed day yesterday. We were home and all from the in-laws at about 8 o'clock, half 8. I was watching NFL. I watched the late game and the evening game in the NFL. So, nope. Raiders. I'll tell you what. We could do it to Max Crosby. Max Crosby in our defense wouldn't go astray. My God, that man was on a mission. How does this Discord thing work for Ultras, if that's okay to ask? So what happens, George, is if you're an Ultras member, you should see the Discord link on the, I don't know if it's the members tab or the community tab on the YouTube channel. There's a link there, and you'll only see the link if you're an Ultra member, and then you click on it, and just join our Discord group, mate. It's that simple. Miami Heat is also good. You're wrong sport, mate. Even I know that. It's the Dolphins. And yeah, they were in a close one. The Dolphins and the Cowboys. Craig, I heard Liverpool are willing to trigger Inaccio's release clause. I read the same thing. Mate. Is it true? Don't know. I'm going to be completely honest with you and say don't know. But it does kind of tally with a lot of the stuff that we've seen over the last few days. I think it was Pedro Almeida, was that his name? Or one of the guys in the Portuguese journalist, I think he is. So don't know is the honest answer, but it makes sense to me with Matip being out that we would look to get the centre back we want. Who'll score today? It's got to be Darwin, Danny, hasn't it? It's got to be a Darwin goal today. Did you see the boxing at the weekend? Oh, God, yes, David. Of course I did. Yeah. No, I only caught what did I catch? I was streaming, so I caught the Wilder fight. I caught the AJ fight. I missed the Dubois fight. I missed the Jayapatho fight. But yeah, Parker schooled Wilder. Like, he's done. So well done to Joseph Parker. Actually, can't believe Joseph Parker's only 31. But yeah, well done to Joe Parker. He's earned himself some big paydays. And AJ look, if AJ doesn't keep Ben Davison on now, I don't know what to say, because AJ looked like he had mean intentions again. And he just basically broke down out of wallet, didn't he, inside those, 5 rounds? So, yeah, stick with Ben Davison. He has to. Ben's obviously been able to tap into AJ's persona. It was an impressive display. And then today, of course, Inui became a 2-weight undisputed champion as well. He won in the early hours of this morning over in Japan. What's the Discord thing called? Discord? You mean our group? Anfield Agenda members or something like that. But you won't be able to get into it without a link, and you're not a member, so you won't see it. Do I watch the beta squad? No, mate, I don't watch the United Stand. That was for you, Ben. You're welcome. No, I don't. My daughter does, but I know of them. But Nico and Milana would be my. I treat myself to a little bit of Nico and Milana occasionally, because my God, I just love the dude. I think he's brilliant. My 5G sadly didn't come in, but I've got 2Gs today. Jeez, Shane, you're going big this Christmas, aren't you? Fucking hell. Well, in. AJ will avoid Parker, Ruiz, and Joyce. He's already beaten Parker, so I don't know where you think the fear would lie there. Why would he box Joyce? Joyce is done. There's no money in boxing Joe Joyce, so he won't do that because Joe Joyce was absolutely shown up twice in recent bouts against Zhilei Zhang, so no way he's doing that. And who was the other one? Ruiz. Well, again, Ruiz seems to be avoiding fighting at this point. A rematch between Parker and Ruiz, now that would be a good fight because obviously Joe Parker beat him when he won the vacant WBO belt, I think it was. So, yeah, I think AJ, he's going to fight Hrgovic, I would say, most likely next. Had a good Christmas. It was okay, thank you. Yeah, nice quiet one. Nice quiet one. It was just good to have a day where I just chilled. Didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to cook. It was just brilliant, yeah. Just watched the kids' video and damn cried like 4 times. Don't think you're alone there, my man. Don't feel bad about that. That hit you in the feels, that video, because it's a genuine good human moment. I thought it was going to be Fury and AJ. No, Fury's fighting for the undisputed against Alexander Usyk February, I don't know, it's the 14th? In February, anyway. And then after that, what will probably happen is the belts will become broken up because there'll be mandatories to be had. And the IBF will probably become vacant. And probably Joshua will fight Hrgovic for the vacant IBF. That's my guess. Am I a fan of Star Wars? I'm not. No, I'll tell you why. So because of my Asperger's / autism, when I see something like Star Wars, you guys look at it and go, oh my God, special effects, cool, really good. I look at it and go, but that's not real. Like, we all know this isn't real, right? And my brain just doesn't get into these type of things. So no, I don't. I've seen it though. I've seen it, the original one, all the years ago, but that's the only one. I've never even watched the James Bond film. Thoughts on Ross Barkley comeback? Well, look, sometimes it's just a matter of the right club at the right moment in your career. And Luton are providing that to Barkley. So, look, if he feels comfortable, good. Cade, welcome to Anfield Agenda Ultras, my man. Thank you for upgrading your membership. Appreciate you. The game's on at 5:30 for those asking. So, we've 29 minutes till kick off. Now, my friends, we're closing in towards 233,000 subscribers today. So, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget as well, shout out to anybody in North America. We are in Boston on the 22nd of March. The tickets are on site at Ticketmaster now. Come and see Anfield Agenda live at the House of Blues Foundation Room in Boston, March 22nd. Go on to Ticketmaster, have a little look. Tickets are $25 if you want to come and see us. And it's going to be a fun night, and I am very, very much looking forward to it. Where did you go for Boxing Day? Well, we don't call it Boxing Day, Jaden. We call it St. Stephen's Day. And I went nowhere, mate. I'm here with my family. We don't really make a big fuss about this day. To be honest, it's more a day that football's back. I'll be honest with you, dude. It's football for me every St. Stephen's Day. Why no Szoboszlai? Rested. Yes, rested. That's basically where he's at. He's on the bench, so just rotation. You know, if you look at it, Jones, Szoboszlai played the other night. Elliott's knocking on the door for a start anyway, so I think it's only right that he gets a start. And then, of course, Gravenberch has been out for a few weeks, came back, got a few minutes, and Klopp obviously feels he deserves to start today. So, look, we've got a strong bench as well, and nothing but 3 points is acceptable today. We've got to do our job and get the win. Brian said, love your channel, knowledge, and your personality. I've no one to watch the game with, so it feels like I'm watching with a friend. That's what this is about, Brian. And I feel like I'm watching with friends as well, mate. So thank you for that comment. Thank you for joining us. And tell me how great I am again. Go on. The knowledge part. You're right. Look at me. I'm an encyclopedia of football knowledge, like Sean Dyche being the Burnley manager. Thank you, Brian. You're very kind, mate. And you'll always have us here, buddy. That's what we're about. Big group of friends, bit of fun. What was Christmas gift and what did anyone get you for Christmas? I didn't get any Christmas gifts because we don't do them inside the family. My mother-in-law and father-in-law always just give us some cash and some chocolate and some pajamas. So, and what did I get anybody? We got my son gaming laptop from Santa and a few other bits and bobs like a gaming mouse and some money for Roblox and some other few bits and bobs. My daughter's 19, so we just gave her cash. How long is Diaz out for? Well, he's not out. He's on the bench. Travel with the squad. That was just a knock, so thankfully no injury for Lucho. What do you get the kids? Well, I just said I gave the daughter money because she's 19, you know. So we bought a look. I don't know if this is a thing everywhere, but there's 3 stages of Christmas. So you've got the Christmas Eve pajamas. So everybody gets new pajamas on Christmas Eve. My mother-in-law started that tradition when our kids were born. So she gets everyone new pajamas at Christmas. Then you've got the Christmas clothes. So everybody gets a new pair of runners and new jeans and a top or a tracksuit or whatever. So that's part 1. And then, of course, there's the Santa gift. So Lucas got a pretty cool gaming laptop. He got a gaming mouse. He got, what else was there that he got? Like top trumps and loads of little board games and the full set of the Harry Potter books and a few other bits because he loves reading. So his sister got him the complete Harry Potter set. He got her a vodka. Yeah. Me and my wife every year say the same thing to each other. We could get each other something more. We could go away. So that's what we do. We book Turkey. We're going to Turkey in September. Myself, Lucas, and Sabrina for a week's holiday for my birthday, which is going to be lovely. What's the best and worst chocolate? So worst chocolate is anything dark. I got excited, right? I got a thing of Butler's chocolate yesterday. Looked at it and it was 70% dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. So that's the worst. Best chocolate? Depends what humor you're in. Sometimes you're in a Lindt mood. Sometimes you're in a Ferrero Rocher mood. Sometimes you just want a whole nut. Yeah, it depends. Really, I don't really have. I'm not a big chocolate eater, believe it or not. I'm much more of a savory person. Love those Christmas alcohol presents. Oh, it was a bottle of AU vodka he got her, a blueberry bottle. Never even heard of that vodka until I had to go and get it. But yeah, so he got her that. He got her some mascara and a few other bits and bobs. Toblerone goated. Oh yeah, the big pervert one. Big Toblerone in the fridge where you have to get a Kango hammer to break one of those Alps off. Please notice me. Yusuf, I see you, bro. I see you. How are we? Do you think left back is something we should look at in the January winter transfer? No, because we've got 2 left backs, and I get what you're saying. Like we've no left backs at the minute, but Robbo coming back mid to late January. I don't think we need to go into the market for a fullback in January. I think a centre back, and I don't know if we do anything else. What made me like Liverpool? Just I've said I think I've told you this story loads of times now, but there's no family connection. There's no my dad was a fan or anything like that. I just found Liverpool myself by watching. It was the game against Arsenal, the 2-0 game when Arsenal won the first division title at Anfield in '89. That's the or the '89 season. That's the that was the one. 89-90, 2-0. Michael Thomas. I just looked at Liverpool getting beaten, but like was just mesmerized by the stadium and the fans, and that was it. Just kind of grew from there, really. What are your thoughts on Jota coming back? Well, look, it can only be a good thing. You know, the more options we have in attack, the better. And Diogo has a great habit of scoring, so delighted that he's back. Can you say a sentence in Irish, please? Craig is Anam Dum. Tommy in a Coney, a Loch Garman. That's pretty. My Irish is Kupla Fuckle. What's up at Newcastle lately? I think it's a mixture, Danny, of fatigue and injuries. You know, they had a lot of games and they have a relatively small squad. Oh, Will Kiadagum Dulgadi on Lehras. They even got did you get the fathers in? No, no fathers. Yeah, on Will Kiadagum Dulgadi on Lehras is the most uttered Irish phrase as well, which is basically, can I go to the toilet, please? Thoughts on Solanke's form and would you take him back at the club? Form, brilliant. Would I take him? No, don't think he's the right fit for us. I feel pretty confident as well to say that Ivan Toney will join Arsenal, from what I've been told. Speaking to Arsenal fans behind the scenes and stuff, pretty confident on that one. Solanke, I think he'd been linked with a move somewhere. I just can't remember where. Drink of the day. You're not even giving me Boxing Day off for drink of the day. Okay, I'm going to cheat then. Because I know there's one of them mango cans in the fridge. On a scale of 1 to 10, how shiny is your head right now? Well, it's freshly shaved, like literally minutes before the stream. So I'm going to say we're working on a good 9, 9.5. Ten Hag or Pochettino? 100% Pochettino. Hi, Craig. Is Ben Hag in the background today?
No, Jensk. No, I'm not. And I won't be on top of the league later with Craig watching Manchester United versus Aston Villa whilst Adam is in the stadium, probably losing his head.
All right, Ben Hag, calm down. That's what we're calling him now. That's just too good.
Ben Hag.
Ben Hag.
What happens if he gets sacked?
You know.
I get sacked too.
Yeah. Unless you happen to rhyme with the next manager's name.
Postecoglou.
I don't know how we're working that one. Ben Postecoglou doesn't really... There's no play there, Ben. There's no pun there. You're going to have to get somebody else.
Zidane doesn't even work. We're not getting Zidane. So.
Craig, you almost predicted the start 11 spot on. Well done. I think I made... Nah. I didn't have Kwanzaa in. Other than that, though, I just guess, to be honest. You know, you just look at who needs to be rotated and rested. So you can't sack God. There you go. Mary sticking up for you, Ben.
Thanks, Mum. $5 in the post.
Just don't take a check from him, Mary. I've heard bad things.
They bounce every single time.
Zinedine Zidane. That's the best we can come up with from Ethan. Zinedine Zidane.
Nagelsmann? No, we're not getting...
Nagelsmann. There we go. Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann. Okay. Yeah, well, we're not getting Nagelsmann, so...
I have to, though. It's the only one that rhymes.
Oh, someone joked on Twitter earlier, said, if Eddie Howe gets the sack and Ten Hag get the sack, would they swap managers? No.
Jonathan said, Craig, do you think Jota should be our starting striker? Not today, because he's just coming back from injury and he'll need to build up match fitness. It's a good question, and I totally understand why you're asking it, because we've got like candidates for the left wing and we're not convinced with any of them yet. It's Diaz. Is it going to be Darwin? Will we see Gakpo out there? Yes. Yes. I'm going to say for now, until Darwin's form picks up, yes. Ever considered getting Stonage back on? No, because Chris has a really cool job. Chris works with the World Snooker Tour as the press officer. So Chris is a pretty cool job, and I'm so happy for him because he deserves it. He's a lovely guy, and we still keep in touch. And yeah, good job he's doing, and I'm just happy for him because he's one of those dudes you just want to see good things happen to because he's genuinely a lovely fella. I like your channel. You should love our channel, Michael. It's tickety-boo. Somebody said best Liverpool channel around. I don't know if that was a statement or a question, but either way, 'tis us. You are right. Don't fight it. The rhythm's going to get you. The rhythm is going to get you. I'm going Gloria Estefan now, Ben.
Back in the day, I had to listen to a lot of that, so I'm fine with Gloria. Someone just said Roberto Benzerbi.
Good. We can work with that.
Yeah, no, it could work.
We can work with that. Well played. Benzerbi. There you go. Jason Morris, how are we, sir? Said, I feel Nunez will do well from the left because he has more space to run into. Hope he does well. Fingers crossed. Couldn't agree more, mate. I'm right on the same wavelength as you there. And that's, I think, important to me because he does need that space to operate in. And sometimes when he's central, you know, you've got two centre-backs marking him, congested area. And I think that's the plan, to just try and get him into those one-on-one moments and see if he can zip inside. Now, I will admit I stuck a sneaky fiver on him to score from outside the box because the odds to me seemed ridiculous and I couldn't not take them up. So I did stick a sneaky fiver on it. If you're wondering what the odds were, 22-1 for Darwin to score from outside the box. I just felt like it's worth a fiver. Especially if somebody else is sticking fivers on a Chris Wood hat-trick. You know, it's not going to be the most stupid bet. There's Brian. 20 gifted Anfield Agenda memberships. Brian, thank you so much, my friend, all the way over in Boston, of course, where we will be in March 22nd. Thank you, Brian. They've gone to 20 well-deserving people and very grateful people as well. So thank you for that, my man. Wishing you and your family a very happy holiday season. Saka for Salah. Look, we need to get that silliness out of our brain. Even if we wanted to, and even if that was the club's plan, which it isn't. There's no way Arsenal are selling Saka. And there's no way Saka's leaving his 300 or 350 grand a week contract and a club that's going in the right direction, and that's his club. There's no way it's going to happen, so it's not even worth discussing. Score prediction. Sorry if I've already gave one. No need to be sorry, Wilson. You have every right to ask, my man. Don't ever feel bad about asking a question, dude. Score prediction. I'm going to stick with my 3-1. Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. Could be 3-0, could be 2-0. But I don't know if we're going to be a little bit slow to get going because, you know, day after Christmas and all. But, yeah, I think 3-1. 3-1. Brian said, can we just come out and dominate today, please? No playing around. Let's go. Well, you will be happy to know, Brian, that in Jurgen's previous 5 Boxing Day games, we have a record of 17 goals scored, 1 conceded. So history's on our side. Hope Salah and Darwin don't play wide. Well, you're going to be very disappointed then because both of those things are happening today. There you go, Vinu. And if they both play, only one of them could go centre anyway, so... Do I like cranberry sauce? Never tasted it. I've had cranberries, of course, but I've never tasted cranberry sauce on turkey or anything, no. So I'm going to have to say no. Do you reckon Darwin's going to score? I do, Eddie, I do. That's why, as I said, I stuck a 5 on him to score from outside the box, but it was tossing up between that and a header. But I do feel like today's the day that we're going to see the Darwin goal. You know, and I'm going to keep saying this until that day comes. So there we go. Favorite movie? Probably A Bronx Tale. That's the one that I keep going back to. That always strikes a chord with me. So I'm going to say A Bronx Tale. Right, Whitehammer said, Craig, we have our ups and downs on our views, but I enjoy the stream so much. Fair play to you and the team. Happy Christmas. Thank you, my man. And you're right, we do, but that's okay, isn't it? You know, you're respectful. I'm respectful back to you. We push each other at times, but, you know, we all want the same thing, Whitehammer, and that's to see the Reds do well. So Merry Christmas to you as well, my man. And thank you for that sentiment. You're very kind. Predictions for the game. 3-1 for me. 3-1 win. I'll tell you what I am going to be a bit confused about. The later game that we're doing on top of the league. Not really sure how to predict this one. I'm flirting between a 1-1 and a 2-1 United win. Because Villa's away form isn't great. You would think that surely, you'll have to put in a performance eventually. The whole Radcliffe era, if you want to get that starting out United. That's going to be an interesting game, And we will be live, as I said, on top of the league for it. So do come across and join us for that one after the match reaction. Worth sticking a few quid on a VVD/Kwanzaa goal, maybe, Craig. Burnley's record defending set pieces is atrocious. I do have a fiver. I got a fiver free bet off Sky. So I stuck that on a Verge header at 12-1. So I do have that in the background as well, but that was a free bet. So films I always watch would be like Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale, and then the stupid ones like Blazing Saddles, stuff like that. They're really just stupidly hilarious, weird stuff. The new partial owner bounce. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing, but there you go. Why is Kwanzaa starting ahead of Canada? Rotation. That's the whole. We need to do this if we're going to get through this busy campaign. And I guess Jurgen needs to choose his moments of when to rotate. So today, obviously, he's bringing in Elliott and Gravenberch, bringing in Jarell Kwanzaa. And I agree with it. I totally think it's the right thing to do. Look, these things are risky. If the team doesn't gel and we look a bit disjointed, maybe, it's a more difficult game than perhaps it could have been. But ultimately, he's just trying to give the lads a bit of a break. I'm not 100% sure about that Villa win. I didn't predict a Villa win. I went for a draw or a United 2-1 win. How was my Christmas? It was good, thank you, Jordan. Quiet, uneventful, which is how I like it. But yeah, I hope you had a nice one, mate. Where is Szoboszlai? If you had a little look at the squad, you'd see he's on the bench. And I will go through the team again for you guys, just in case you haven't seen it yet, although it should be on the screen. So it's Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Gomez at left back, Jarell Kwanzaa and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs today. Endo is in the number 6 position. Ahead of him, it's Elliott and Ryan Gravenberch. Then Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, and Mohamed Salah. The bench today for Liverpool is Caoimhín Kelleher, Ibrahima Konate, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Jones, Jota, Chambers, McConnell, and Bradley. So that is your Liverpool bench. The Burnley starting 11: Trafford, O'Shea, Taylor, Bayer, Brownhill, Berg, Foster, Coutinho, Amdouni, Tresor, and Odebert. They are your Burnley starting 11. Of course, Burnley, very, very famously managed by Vincent Kompany, despite what Ben said earlier on about Sean Dyche.
What's wrong with Sean Dyche?
I was just letting the people know he wasn't the Burnley manager, just correcting your error from earlier on.
Chris Wood's still a Burnley player, though, isn't he?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And Tarkowski as well.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, definitely is. Do you think Arsenal will drop points to West Ham? No. I don't. Maybe because I don't want to give myself some hope. Yeah. West Ham are a weird one. Like they can give you a pretty good game, or they can be awful. They're awful against us. Ben, how are they against you?
So-so.
So-so in the sense of...
As in, I don't really remember. I've kind of wiped it from my memory. So, I guess we beat them, did we?
Yeah, that's what happened, Ben, definitely. G Van says, can you apologise for that unhinged Salah and Klopp comment? Well, firstly, I've done that apology about 8 times now, mate. Secondly, it wasn't unhinged, and I don't really remember going in on Klopp, to be fair. I think you're talking about Salah and Darwin. So if you're going to, again, have a pop, dude, I've held my hands up and I've apologized for that moment on numerous occasions. And if you actually watch the channel, you probably would have seen it. But I'm guessing you just came in today to try and have a pop. Oh, that's okay, Jivan. And also, mate, the sense of entitlement is tremendous. What makes you think I deserve to give you an apology? I didn't talk to you. So I've no apologizing to do to you. And again, feel free to disappear, my man. I don't give a damn. Watch, don't watch. but I'm not your monkey. I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. I'll do what I feel like doing. And I've apologized because I overreacted. And for that, I am sorry. But I'm not sorry for the sentiment behind it. I'm just sorry for the wording of it. And some of it is an Irish thing, and some of it was just me being an asshole. And I'm honest about that as well. FSG or Arsenal's owners, who's better? Oh, it's a good question. I mean, I think we've seen more from our owners with regards to infrastructure and stuff, obviously, because we needed more work done at the stadium and we got the training facility. They brought us Klopp. Kroenke's only started to really come good in the past few years with regards to the investment into the Arsenal squad. I'd say I'd probably side with our owners, to be honest with you. Who be signing in midfield? Nobody, from what I can gather, my man. Fair play for actually addressing it. Mate, look, I knew I overreacted and I let you guys down. And as I said, for that, I apologized. But, I'm going to just say what I always say. I'm an emotional dude. And with the Ric Flairs and the whoos and the happiness, occasionally, unfortunately, you're going to see times when you feel let down by me or you feel like I've overstepped. And I appreciate it. I understand it. But I'm just being me, and it comes from a place of wanting Liverpool to do well. But of course, I need to evolve as a human being, as a person, and I'm trying. That's all I can say. I'm always trying, my man. Liverpool needs an attacker more than a midfielder or a defender. I wouldn't say more than a defender. More than a midfielder, perhaps. But I think a defender is definitely needed. Hope West Ham win tomorrow. Yes, as do we all. Do you think it's time for Mo to move on? I mean, I feel like I'm being set up again. Do I feel like it's time for Mo to move on? Honestly, and I'm not trying to be a cop-out, I can understand every one of these decisions. I could understand selling him. I could understand giving him a new deal. The only thing with the Mo situation I couldn't understand is if we allowed him to go into the last year of his contract and played a bit of roulette with regards to whether he'll sign the new deal or not. So I just want it to be resolved in the next window or before the next window. Either way. But I do understand every situation, every scenario. I'm still trying to figure out what I think will happen. It's a tough one. It really is, because he's our talisman, but I'm going to say what I said the other day. I don't think he's passing the eye test at the minute. And yes, he scored a great goal against Arsenal, but there was a lot of un-Mo-like things going on in that game. And something else I'd like to address really quickly is, for the first time in my adult life as a Liverpool fan, I've experienced somebody who, some people are a fan of him and not the club. And that speaks to what a icon Mo is in his culture, from Africa, from Egypt, with his religion, of course, as well. But it's the first time I've ever experienced a Liverpool player who had fans that just were Salah fans. And that's a new thing to me. I've seen it with Ronaldo. I've seen it with Messi. I've never seen it with Liverpool before. So this is the first time, and Mo is that first. So for me, sometimes I feel like you're only allowed praise him without the pushback. And that's weird to me. So I don't think he's been at his best. I don't. This is the kind of game we slip up in. Got to be on it tonight. Yes, we absolutely do. But we're in the green and white kit, so I'm optimistic. We are moments away from this from getting on the way, my friends. So, as always, sit back, relax. I'll do my best to take you through the game, keep you up to date with what's going on. We have a massive 3 points on the table, and hopefully we pick them up. We'll have our match reaction. Then we're over the top of the league for United versus Villa. So, yeah, busy day ahead. My 8-year-old daughter loves your channel because you use bad language. How weird is that? Well, your 8-year-old daughter is a legend, Alfie. Well in. So, yes, I mean, I love a bit of bad language, Alfie, as you know. So, yes, thank you to your young lady. Why did the commentator call Kwanzaa Joel? Maybe he knows him. I don't know. Maybe he feels on familiar terms with him. Germany's in the house. Frazzle, sorry. How are we, mate? So look, please do hit that subscribe button. Do drop a like on the stream as well. Only 500 likes, nearly 2,700 people in the chat. Takes 1 second, but it means a lot to us. And also, let's make that number change to 233,000 today. So yes, do hit that subscribe button and help us on our little journey to 250,000. 250,000. That still sounds nuts. You demand. Thank you. Appreciate you. Gammon Slap. Now there's a name for you. Gammon Slap. Where can I watch the match? So I'm watching on Premier Sport here in Ireland, but it's an Amazon Prime game for the UK. Outside of that, I don't know where it's on. You know, I don't know where it's on in America or elsewhere, but I know in the UK it's Amazon Prime. For me in Ireland, Premier Sports. Team are in the huddle. Do you know what? That kit, that green and white kit has really grown on me as the season has gone on. I think it looked great with the shorts and the full kit, and the boys look great in it. Allison is looking magnificent in his festive orange. Tierney is the referee today. Shenanigans. In America, it's on the USA channel. Thank you. Right, Burnley going to be kicking off, playing from left to right in the first half. Mo looks focused, calm, composed, ready to go. We're just waiting for the go-ahead here from the sideline, and we will be underway. Orlando, Florida fan, broadcasting USA Network. Thank you. Appreciate that, my man. Players are just about ready to go. Hope you're having a good Christmas over in Florida. Right, we're off. We are off, and I will sync at 1 minute. Trafford launches the ball long, does the decent thing, plays it out left-hand side. Jarrell Kwanzaa wins that header. Ball's back in possession with Burnley, who play it into the left channel. Right, boys. There we go. Well won. Go on, Mo. Right, Burnley on the attack. It's cleared. Come on, clear. Elliot. See that challenge from Mo? I feel like he pulled out of that challenge. Only the first few seconds, but I feel like he pulled out of it. What do you think of this lineup? Are you happy? Or I'm happy with it, said Alex Cooper. Thank you for your super chat, Alex. I've no complaints about it. I totally understand why Jurgen has made the few changes he has. Right, we're going to sync for you guys now in a second. We're coming up to 1 minute, so we are at 1 minute and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, Liverpool in possession at the back with Trent. Mo needs a solid game today. Nunes hat-trick, said Chris Willow. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate your super chat, mate. And hopefully we see both of what you've said. That'll be nice to see. Especially the Darwin goals, right? We need to get Darwin on the score sheet. Trent to Mo. Nothing on, so Mo goes back to Trent. Trent switches the play across now to Virgil van Dijk on this near side. Van Dijk to Joe Gomez, cuts inside, loses the ball. No silly fouls, Joe. Tierney's he's only dying to blow that whistle. So free kick, Burnley. Joe Gomez just kind of put his arm around the shoulder of the Burnley player who was about to counter after Joe tried to cut inside and then lost the ball. So Trafford's apparently it's all right to throw the ball 5 yards infield. Nothing wrong with that, according to Tierney. Your Nan. Welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Now, everyone, your Nan just joined Anfield Agenda FC. Great support there from your Nan. Burnley playing the ball around at the back. Press comes on. They play out. Gravenberch steps in. So far, what I'm looking at, and it might just be me, I think is Darwin through the centre? That's what I'm looking at here early doors. Yeah, Darwin's through the centre here. Gakpo's wide left. Salah, ball in field. Lovely little flick. Elliott now. Go on, Harvey. Strike! Deflection! Trafford makes the save. It's back to Mo. He's offside when he touches it. Linesman puts the flag up. Good play that. Lovely little flick around the corner. Allowed Harvey Elliott into space. He ran at the 18-yard box. Got to the edge of it. Hit a strike. I think it took a deflection. Trafford palms it. Yeah, it was correct from the lines when Mo was in an offside position. Yeah, so Darwin definitely central. So it's Darwin central, Gakpo left, Salah right. Come on, boys. Come on. Yes, Cody. Cody tries the ball across to Darwin. Burnley looking to get out. Liverpool press. Burnley do well. Turn inside there, and they're 3-on-3, 3-on-4. And Burnley's strike goes wide. But that was very quick transition there from Burnley. One turn inside past Trent, the whole pitch opens up. Then Burnley get runners attacking. We have 3 defenders. Burnley are 4-on-3. Both the centre-backs allow him to shoot, but his shot is wide. And yeah, we got to be careful of that because that was a very quick transition from Burnley. Gone short with a goal kick. Kwanzaa to Trent. Lovely ball around the corner, that to Gravenberch. Move it over left. Joe Gomez now. Somebody show for Joe. Inside. Little 1-2. Go on, Cody. Go on. Head up. Head up, Cody. Head up. Back to Darwin. Strike! Golazzo! Golazzo! Darwin! 1-0! Was that outside the box? Was that outside the box? Darwin, 1-0. What a strike. And do you know what? Got to give Darwin a big shout out here. He was fouled. Ref played on. He got back up. Run. Ran his ass off to get back in. And buries it. Lovely ball from Cody Gakpo. But look at this determination from him. Gets back up. Joins the play. Gakpo. Oh, outside the box. 22-1. Ha ha! Woo! Merry Christmas, everyone. There you go. 20. Did I call that before the game? Or did I call that before the game? What a strike. Trafford, no chance. In the corner. 1-0. There we go. What a goal. Darwizzi's back, baby. He's back. Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Didn't I call that one?
Yeah, you did, to be fair. You did.
Here we go again on the attack. Gakpo. His strike. Oh, unlucky. Oh, lads. We're on it today, boys. We're on it today. Come on. We look legit. We look legit. Again, sorry, to go back to the goal, want to give a big shout out to Darwin's fighting spirit. Because as you'll see, he was on the ground, gets back up, bursts a gut to join back up with Gakpo. Gakpo rolls at the edge of the box to Darwin. Darwin buries it. You know the game is on Amazon Prime. Also, Nunez is on Prime. We love that. Gakpo cuts inside. Oh, lads, I'm loving this. I'll tell you what. Salah! Oh! Great save. Oh, lads. Oh, this is football. This is football. Ball ricochets from Darwin to Salah. First time shot and Trafford makes a save. It's a good save, that from Trafford. Oh, fingertips. I tell you what, we've got Ryan Gravenberch back because Ryan has started this game on fire. He's finding loads of space in that midfield. And Trent's playing beautiful balls around the corner to him. Oh, this is a good start. Right. Corner. Trent gives the signal. Not a great one. Drops to Salah. Back out to Trent. Second ball in. Goes all the way to the edge of the box to Ryan Gravenberch. He tries to get to the byline, loses his footing, and the ball goes behind for a goal kick. Unlucky. Oh, yes. Gravenberch looks like he's meaning business. He looks very different to the player that came on against Arsenal. So they're all at it today, lads. I can confirm we mean business today. We mean business. 4,000 people in the live chat as well, my friends. Please do hit that subscribe button. If you think Liverpool are in a title race, hit that subscribe button. If you think Liverpool can win this game by a multiple of scores, hit that like button. 700 likes already. Oh, lads. Oh, this is what Christmas football is all about. Verge now in possession. Ball back across to Trent. Oh, it's a direct ball from Trent to Cody. Cody! Ooh. Strike. Not great. Goes wide. But again, what a ball from Trent. What a ball. Klopp can't believe what he's looking at. Klopp's actually in awe of that. Look at this from Trent. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. I mean, Gakpo couldn't get the shot right, but what a ball from Trent. We've got them rattled. We have got Burnley rattled. Can we please get a stats screen on the graphics? Mate, they're very difficult to get sorted. But as I promised you, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we are working on some technical upgrades that hopefully will be ready next month. So don't worry, man. We got you. Another great ball in from Trent. Gakpo can't keep this one in. It goes behind. Look, we're at it. We need to get a second one in here to doubly calm the nerves. But my God, we're going. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm laughing at a comment in our WhatsApp. €161.92 for my... Actually, it was €7 I had on Darwin. I thought it was less. Oh, yes. We'll take that, my friends. If we get second, I want it to be Joe. I don't care who scores. This could be anything today. Ooh. Do you know what I don't want to happen is us to keep continuing missing loads of chances, but Burnley had a chance there. It was about a yard wide of Alisson's post. What we need to do is just be ruthless, put the foot in their neck, and go for the jugular. Why is Salah bottling challenges? So weirdly, and I'm not saying he is or isn't. There was one that I felt he did pull out of at the start of the game. But I always find from my football playing days, it's the challenges you pull out of, I think you're often more likely to pick up an injury in if you don't go into them full-blooded. When we play like this, we can beat any teams, said Alex Cooper. Can we see the stats? I don't have the stats for you, mate. And just Google the stats if you want to have a quick look at them. We are working on technical upgrades that we hope will be able to bring you guys more information on screen. But, you know, we're an evolving channel. So we're trying to do all these upgrades as and when we can. Burnley now on the attack. On this near side. We'll sync again for everybody in a moment just to make sure that we're all good and up to speed. Burnley tried to thread a ball through. Liverpool defence stands firm. Just about to head to 13 minutes now. So we are at 13 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Joe Gomez wins a challenge there, but it'll be a Burnley throw in near our corner flag on this near side. Liverpool are 1-0 up. That goal courtesy of Darwin Núñez with an assist from Cody Gakpo. Klopp is fuming that there wasn't a foul there on Gravenberch, but I remind you who the referee is. Mr. Paul Tierney, who, as we know, him and Kloppo, they're not besties. Corner to Burnley. Gakpo clears it behind. Burnley corner on this near side. Oh, Simon Hooper's on VAR as well. Well, he needs to be on his best behaviour, to be fair. Right, corner to Burnley. Defend this, boys. Come on the hell. I see more comments in the chat about me flip-flopping. You do understand as football fans, opinions are up and down, right? Weird comment, that dude. Because there's no way I'm ever buying in that if somebody's playing crap and missing chances, you're not at home calling them everything under the sun. So you don't get to judge me, asshole. All you get to do is watch me and be in awe of me, as you should be. Because look at me. I'm magnificent. National treasure, me, sir. But, like, we change opinions, yeah? Up, down, and ask the chat. Probably haven't found many more supportive people of Darwin than me, except for that one day against United when I lost the plot. But it's not flip-flopping, dude. It's called being a fan. Will you get the nips out if Núñez scores a screamer? He's already scored a screamer. Already scored it. Is there any chance for Burnley winning? Well, of course. It's 1-0. There's always a chance. Not if they keep passing the ball to our players like that. Oh, so close. Burnley playing themselves into trouble. We tried a little bit of intricate play inside the penalty area, but just gets blocked. Unlucky. Lads, it feels like we can score at will, the way we've started today. Can you explain the Núñez goal? Absolutely. So, Núñez went to receive the ball just inside the Burnley half. The ball was played around him. He was fouled, I think, but the ref plays an advantage. Cody Gakpo picks up the ball in the left channel, runs directly to the edge, to the left-hand side of the Burnley penalty area. The defender comes in front of him. He tucks back in onto his right foot, has a look up and sees Darwin has rejoined the attack. Roll the edge of the box to Darwin, left side of the penalty area, outside of it, just on the edge of it, and he buries it into the far corner. It's a great strike, a great goal, and great determination from Darwin to get back up with play. Verge goes long upfield. Again, Burnley win the header. Second ball. There seems to be a lot of space out there for our boys today. Here we go. Darwin, bought in. Oh, unlucky. Plays it across the front of goal looking for Gakpo, who just can't get on the end of it. But we're carving them open here. And do you know what? Also, our forwards are interchanging. Look, here we have Darwin out on the right and Salah central with Gakpo left. So there is movement from our forwards today. Which away kit do you prefer, this or the purple one? Definitely this one, Arian. 100% prefer this kit. Come on, boys. Yes. Unlucky. Unlucky. I tell you, we just look so sharp today. Gravenberch, Elliott, Nunez, Trent. Just everybody just looks on point today. And there just looks to be so much space for us to operate in out there. Burnley just can't keep up with the level of pressing, the energy from our players, and it's lovely to see. Come on, the boys. Do you know what? I don't even think I've really even mentioned Endo's name today because we haven't had to utilize Endo that much so far. Like, it's not that Endo's playing poorly, not at all. It's just that Trent's been getting balls and just laying them on a plate over the top to Gakpo, laying them through the centre to Gravenberch. Look at another one. That ball from Trent through midfield. Now, that took a heavy touch from Gravenberch. Yes, well in, Trent wins it back. Burnley are now on the counter. Oh, they slip. Ball in. Look at the space. That's what I'm talking about. Those little balls around the corner have opened up so much space for us in this game. Now it's with Joe Gomez. Kwanzaa. He gives it to Trent. Trent pings a diag out left side, looking for Darwin, who's gone out left now in Gakpo centre. It's back with Trafford. Trafford puts his boot through, but goes out left side. There's Gravenberch again with a nice little flick out to Mo, right-hand side. Mo to Elliott. Elliott fires a cross in. Oh, unlucky. Thought that was about to drop on the Gakpo's head. No fouling. No fouling, Mo. That's it. Make him clear it. Win that header, Joe. Darwin heads it back infield to Gravenberch. Bit loose there, Ryan. Darwin has it now. To Elliott. Elliott strike deflected. Oh, good goalkeeping by Trafford. Almost fell to Gakpo. You feel like the second goal's coming. Gravenberch. Back to Jarell Kwanzaa. To Verge. Or excuse me, to Trent. The second goal, it feels like it's not that far away. You know, we're up to 900 likes as well, so please do keep hitting that like button. Little 1-2 with Gravenberch and Gakpo. Darwin, Salah. Poor on the return, Mo. But look, this is a joy to watch when we're like this. It's the energy as well from the likes of Elliott and Gravenberch. Yes, this is lovely. I'm just really enjoying watching the boys play like this. That's come on, ref. Yellow card, yeah, fair play. Liverpool again had broken a line, and Sander Berger has to pull back, our boy, and picks up a yellow for stopping a counter attack. It was Gravenberch again. He's so good at that little movement and manipulation of his body to turn and get into an advanced area. And that time, Sander Berg had to take the yellow. Joe. Gakpo. Back to Joe. Bit loose again, Joe. He was looking for Endo, but we've won it back. Gakpo, left side. Endo. Kwanzaa. Trent. Cuts in field. Ball to Elliott. Salah now has it wide right. Good ball from Salah into Trent. To Darwin. He tries to strike. It's blocked, though. Back to Elliott. Elliot hooks in a ball. I don't know. Look at, we had 3 boys on the edge of the box. I don't know. We're trying the Hail Mary ball into the 6-yard box. We 2 boys, 3 boys on the edge of the box. Quarter of the way through this one, and Liverpool lead by a Darwin Núñez goal to 0. And what a strike it was. Ball out left side here now from Burnley. Oh, it's a nice touch that takes Trent on the inside. Burnley still in possession. Block, block, block. Well done, Joe. Well done. That's a free. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. I want to be in my wifey. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. My wife dropped something in the kitchen just as I sang that. Don't know if she's getting a bit excited or disappointed. Either way, it'll end in disappointment. Our away fans have been singing, "Oh, come let us adore them." Nice. Travelling Cop are amazing. No matter what we do, where we are, you'll always hear them. They're always amazing. Am I drinking? No, that's just water. Just Volvic, mate. Elliot now on the attack. Go on, Harvey. Out to Mo. I know I've said this so many times today, but it really is just a joy to watch when we're playing this well. Elliot, Salah. Just controlling the game. Sharpen our movements. Look at that from Trent again. Lovely switch over the Gakpo left side. Gakpo cuts in field now. Dinks in a ball. Again, we just can't get it past that first defender. Burnley clear the lines. 25 minutes on the clock at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Do you know when Costas is coming back? I don't, Frazzle, know. I don't know what the recovery time would be for a collarbone. Grafenberg. Back to Verge. Endo. Verge again. Lovely. Keep it simple, Endo. Nothing wrong with it. Trent. To Endo. Endomania out right-hand side to Elliot. Kwanzaa to Darwin. Offside there. Against one of our players. Don't know who it was. By the way, and you won't believe this, but I'm not lying. 13-10 for him to be offside once. 13-10. I didn't put it on, but I looked at it. Do you really believe we can win the league this season? Of course, I've got to believe, Orgy. I've got to believe in an Orgy. Orgy. Yes, I've got to. I mean, I think we're favourites. I don't think it's nailed on or anything, dude. But like, I don't think Arsenal and Manchester City are better than us. I think the 3 teams are very closely matched. So it'll come down to the window and injuries for me. Whoever can keep their squad fitter. Arsenal, I think, are going to bring in Tony in the January window. I'm pretty confident of it. So we need to respond. If we can bring in a centre back, yeah, I think we'll be there or thereabouts. Which is probably a season ahead of schedule. I don't think Villa are going to last the pace. I don't. I think Villa will be Champions League, and that's an accomplishment in itself, my God. But I don't think they will last the pace. But if they go to Old Trafford and get a win today, that'll be another feather in their cap, definitely. Ball between the lines. Little dummy. Back. Cleared. No, blocked. Gakpo. Back in. Gakpo. Goal. 2-0. No, ruled out. Ruled out. Free kick. It's ruled out. Referee's given a foul. Still haven't seen the... Here we go. Replay. So ball in. Ball's back. I mean... Need a better angle than that. Maybe this one. I mean, I'm not seeing much in that. I'm not seeing that in that, lads. Honestly, I'm not seeing a foul in there, but...
That's very soft, Craig.
That's what she said.
They're not checking it on VAR.
It's Tierney. We were never getting at him. I told you. It's Tierney and... Tierney and Hooper again. Lads, I don't see where that foul is. Like, put it this way. We're not getting a penalty if that happens. But of course it's ruled out and we move on. It's just nonsense. I don't see where the foul was there, guys. I don't. And I looked for the contact. I don't see it. Sinister said, hello, Craig. How's Christmas for you? Thanks for all. It was good, thank you, man. Hope yours was as well. I don't like... Look, I know I go off on these rants about officials and VAR and all, but truly I don't see where that foul was. And when I've got a Manchester United fan here in the control room telling me that it was soft, from like Ben saying to me that's soft, I feel like we're seeing this situation again where rules are different for a defending team and an attacking team. Because there's no way we get a penalty if that happens to Darwin. Not a hope. I don't get it. Don't get it. Just feels wrong to me that that was ruled out, but we'll just have to take it out of their hands and stick it in anyway. But yeah, look, it'd be nice to just go through one game without these idiots trying to shaft us, wouldn't it? So we're fully happy with shenanigans there, right? I mean, we can stop that poll about the match winner for a start. Who'll be top of the league tonight? Sorry, wrong poll. Well, look, it's going to be Liverpool, isn't it? So let's stop that one. Can't say I'm not. At what point do we have to have a conversation about the officials? Like, in general, for the sporting integrity of the league? Because that's where I feel we need to get to now. These dudes are getting away with too much. They're having way too much of an undue influence on games. And it's nonsense. It's a nonsense. So the excuse there, and I'm telling you right now, the excuse you're going to hear is that the VAR official, Simon Hooper, didn't see enough to overturn the referee's on-field decision of a foul. That's going to be the horse poo-poo excuse that you're going to hear trundled out, clear and obvious. That's the get out of jail free card that seems to cover everything. But at some point we have to say, like, the league's been destroyed by these idiots. And as I keep saying, we got to move past this club rivalry thing, this whole cry more, ha ha ha, la. We got to move past that, because if we keep doing that, it's just going to continue, because all we're doing is strengthening their position. Unless we as fans come together and just say, this isn't good enough. The managers need to do it as well, by the way, because these lads they're having too big of an impact on the league tables. Burnley on the attack now, right hand side. Don't foul, boys. That's offside. No, don't give the offside. It's offside right in front of our eyes, like. See, they keep, every time somebody questions the officials. Oh, here we go. Go on. Oh, Salah's hit the bar. Should have scored. Salah gets a volley about 14 yards out. It's a lovely ball played by Gakpo. Bounces in front of Mo. Oh, he should be scoring from there. Would have hit his arm, so probably would have ruled that one out anyway. They probably ruled that one out for hitting his arm. Craig, I agree, but a lot of rival fans are just special. It just seems to be Liverpool and our fans that see VAR and the refs for what they are. And then Karen said the refs have too much to say. I think when these rogue decisions are costing teams games, the managers should call the players off the field and let the fans know. I agree, Karen. I agree, because it's getting beyond the joke, mate. So we seen the penalty we didn't get against Arsenal. And what were we met with at the final whistle? And that, honestly, that wound me up. When I see the ref like a fanboy laughing with Arteta for the handshake, like they haven't just shafted us out of another decision, it's disgusting. And all we get told is that we're salty or we're, conspiracy theorists. But look at the two games we've played at the top of the league table. We played Spurs when they were top at their gaff. Robbed. Dodgy red cards and goals ruled out. So that's points gone. We play Arsenal at Anfield in a very tough game, a very close and well contested game. Blatant penalty, not given. More points gone. If we lose this league by 2 or 3 points, we know what we want to say. But when we say it, salty, idiots, get over it, won't credit the other teams. Free kick to Liverpool, fell on Nunez on the far side. Oh, 233k. Thank you, guys. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button, though. We want to try and get to 250,000 as soon as we can, but we couldn't do it without your amazing support. So thank you for that. I just hope that decision doesn't come back to haunt us today. And look, we're playing well, so I think it won't. But it's just another one in the column of contentious. What if the pen was missed? Absolutely could have been missed, mate. That's absolutely possible. But statistically, the odds are the pen was probably going to be scored. It does. Look, I'm calling London bias, by the way. I think there is a media and a refereeing bias in favour of London clubs. I sorry, maybe I'm deluded, but that's what I honestly feel. We play both our title rivals, and both those games have contentious decisions not in our favour. We weren't beaten by better teams. We weren't played off the park. We were shafted. Gomez. De Gravenberch. Come on, boys. Get the second before half-time. Endo, back out to Joe Gomez, left side. Joe goes on a bit of a run. Needs support. Ball played in field. A few ricochets, cleared again by Burnley. Kwanzaa brings it under control. Sean Calvo, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, sir. Thank you for your support. That was, lads, wakey. Don't be getting complacent out there. Kaya said, I agree. Massive bias to London clubs. Also remember Liverpool versus Chelsea, Jackson handball. I think we, the footballing public, and the managers and players simply deserve better than what we're seeing from the officials. I think, and I'll talk about this in a second. Hang on. Burnley on the attack. Yes. Yes, Trent. Good challenge, Trent. Second ball. Second ball. Second ball. No silly fouls. That's it. Well done, Mo. Well done. So, honestly, I've thought about this long and hard, the referee situation. And I feel like the only way to remove what we deem to be dodgy, intentional decisions is to just bring in referees that aren't from the UK. I've said this for ages. I feel like the top 5 leagues in Europe need to have a rotating group of officials that go referee in other leagues. And we have this top level group of referees that go around and referee in different leagues and don't have these inbuilt biases that these referees have. Whether it's intentional or, oh, lucky Endo. Good strike from Endo, saved by Trafford. We need to bring in a group of referees that don't have any allegiances or any bad memories with managers or any run-ins or any of that stuff. And just take... Like, football seems to have this weird thing about not wanting to be transparent. Even, like, the referees, oh, no, we don't want you to hear the audio. Why? If you've nothing to fear, why aren't we hearing it? Right, corner. Trent to take it. Gives the signal. Ball in. It's deep. Over everyone's head. Drops on the edge of the box to Joe Gomez. That's a heavy touch from Joe. Takes a deflection. Corner to Liverpool on the far side. Trafford is a goalkeeper. He's a fine young shot stopper, definitely. He came through the City Academy, right? Trafford. Yeah, he is. He's a very, very good young shot stopper. When he fills out and, you know, becomes a proper man, I think they've got a very, very good keeper on their hands there. Elliott with a ball in. Trafford comes and claims. So we've got 4 minutes plus stoppage time at the end of the first half. Liverpool leading by 1-0. That goal scored from Darwin Núñez with a lovely curling strike edge of the box into the far corner. Craig, do you find that a lot of managers from London are the media darlings? Poch, Arteta, Pep, all treated like kings by the media. Well, obviously Pep's not London-based, but yes, I do. Like, even when you get to the half-12 stuff and they're like, oh, Klopp's moaning again. Oh, Salah! Another chance comes and goes. Good save again by the keeper, but we should be a bit more clinical in these situations. Trent again, ball in. Falls to Elliott. Elliott slips it to Mo. You can see what he was trying to do. The angle was harsh. Mo was trying to open up his body to get the natural curve on that ball, but couldn't quite get the angle to pick out the far post. Yeah, look, even the half-12 thing with Klopp. It's like, how is anybody going in on Klopp for that when it's the most obvious thing in the world that we're being shafted? We've got more than twice the amount of half-time kickoffs any other team. It's not an accident. 3 minutes to go. And in amongst all of this, It has been a very good performance so far from the Reds, but we need to see it through. I'm starting to believe, Craig, we have a title-winning defence and midfield, but not strikers. Thoughts? And thank you for your super chat, Benjamin. Thoughts? Nah, man, I still feel like we've got a good group of strikers, but they're just not going through a good moment at the minute. But I do feel like we've got a good group. Salah's wasting chances. I feel like one, I can feel like he should have scored. The second one, I do think the angle was a little bit against them. For a left footer, he's trying to open up his body to get the natural angle to curl it in. But the one before that, we hit the bar, he should have scored. Someone asked me, if Liverpool weren't a team, who would I support? Probably Newcastle. Probably Newcastle. Gakpo cuts inside to protect the ball. Just runs down a blind alley. Come on now. Good press. Come on. Unlucky. Cleared by Burnley. Kwanzaa. Yes. Well done, Jarrell. Lovely little bit of composure there from the youngster. Beautiful little ball over the top into a bit of space. Remember, any fake scores, instant ban. It's not fair to other people in the chat who aren't fortunate enough to watch the game. So Gomez. We're inside the last 30 seconds of normal time. Gakpo's a bit selfish. Well, they're forwards. They're all inherently selfish. That's the business as an attacker. 2 minutes added on. Unlucky. Two minutes added on, of which we're into the first. Did you win your Nunes bet? Yes, sir. I did. Do you know, look, we've been amazing in this first half, but we need to put this game to bed because I can't think Burnley are going to be as poor in the second half, but we need to just we need to make sure we put this game to bed. Van Dijk across to Kwanzaa. Ball back into midfield. Robbie and Sen plays. Thank you for the super sticker, mate. Back with Trafford. Rolls it out to his centre back. Gravenberch goes to press. Again, it's back with Trafford. He goes out left side this time. Who's my player of the half? Between Trent and Gravenberch for me for that first 45. Obviously, massive shout out to Darwin for the great goal as well. We're pretty much at the half-time mark now, folks. Liverpool just seem to be moving the ball around at the minute here, not looking to I don't know why we're moving this around so slowly now. Maybe we just don't want any mistakes before half-time. And then we play the ball straight out of play. So that should pretty much bring us to an end in the first half. Right, my friends, it is half-time. Tierney has put the whistle to his lips. It is half-time at Turf Moor. Vincent Kompany's Burnley 0. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool 1. Darwin Núñez with a goal, and a fine goal it was as well, with the assist from Cody Gakpo. So that is where we are at, my friends. Half-time, 1-0 up. We need to put this game to bed. We've played very well, but we've missed a whole host of opportunities. A little bit more ruthlessness, and I think we'll be good to go. Clear agenda against Liverpool. I agree, Nessie. So look, can we get a poll, Ben, in the chat? Can we ask, was it a foul by Darwin? Because look, I've given you my take. I've seen some of your takes, of course, in the chat. But overall, I want your opinion on that. Should that goal have been ruled out? Do you think there was any foul whatsoever? I've got to be honest, I didn't see one myself. I feel it was soft. And I feel like we're going to get the excuse on Dermot Gallagher on Sky with the clear and obvious, which is the get out of jail free card for idiocy. Craig, shock prediction for the week. You're going to be Everton to beat City. I don't know. United to beat Villa. Is that a shock prediction? Because I think they might do it later on. Jones to start instead of this overrated Gravenberch. The overrated Gravenberch who's been absolutely top notch. The overrated Gravenberch that's bossed the game. The overrated Gravenberch that's running amok in the midfield. The overrated Gravenberch that's coming back from injury and still looking like a standout player. I don't know what football you're watching, but it isn't Liverpool. If you're coming on here and saying that Gravenberch's overrated, I don't see it. I disagree. I think Ryan Gravenberch has done well in midfield. I think Trent and him have a good understanding, and Trent has fed a lot of good balls from me into space where Gravenberch has broken the first challenge and broken the line and got us into an attacking position. Sometimes in close quarters, I feel his touch lets him down a little bit. But other than that, I think he's played well, you know. You don't know football. Yeah, Yazan, which one of us has nearly 250,000 people tuning in for my opinion? Is it you? Did you play at international youth level? Have you been in and around the game for 36 years? Yazan, mate, I'm going to be nice to you because it's Christmas, but honestly, dude, I've forgotten more about football than you'll ever know. So don't challenge my football knowledge, dude. I'm very comfortable in understanding the game. I'm very comfortable in my views on the game. And if I get this right, and I think I have, Craig criticized players, bad Craig. Craig praises players, doesn't know football. So that's where we're at, is it? Just so I know. Criticize players, embarrassment to the club. Praise players, doesn't know anything about football. You can see here I'm on a win-win, right? So anyway, back to the performance. I thought Trent, look, the dude's eye for a pass and ability is phenomenal. The balls that he played in that first half at times were just exceptional. So I think Trent's been brilliant. I think Joe's been okay, but there has been a couple of times he's turned inside and been dispossessed. I don't think Endo's really put a foot wrong at all. In all honesty, I think Endo's just gone through this game in cruise control because he's been able to. And I don't mean that as a negative thing. I mean, he just looks comfortable out there. Elliott's gone about his business very well, been involved in a lot of good stuff. And what I've enjoyed seeing in that first half was a lot of movement from our forwards, a lot of interchanging at times. We've seen Mo come inside, we've seen Darwin out on the right wing. And yeah, I'm okay with it. We just need to be a bit more clinical in front of the goal. And this match is there for an easy win. But, 45 minutes still to go and we can't get complacent. I hope Gomez scores. It'll make my week, said Ahmed. He certainly got an opportunity to get some shots away when he turns inside like that. I don't like inverted fullbacks, but look, in this situation, we don't really have a choice. We don't really have any other left backs outside of Chambers who are naturally left-footed. So Gomez it is at the minute. News on Inacio. So I'm not sure if there's what I'd call news, but there's been reports that Liverpool are willing to pay the release clause. I think it was Pedro Almeida or somebody that put that out. There's other reports to say, look, there's been enough this week about Inacio and Liverpool to make you think maybe this is legit. My boy Darwin scored. He's going to turn his career around. He got that energy and work rate. Got up so quickly and scored. Love him. Yeah, it was the last part that you said there that really stood out to me. That he got up off the ground and got straight up and legged it straight to join up with the attack and got the ball from Gakpo. And look what he did, but after that was top notch. Seeing that Salah chance here, I've got to ask you a question. On this Salah chance that he hits the crossbar, do you think that gets ruled out if he scores because of the hit off his elbow? Because it did come up off his elbow when he controlled it. I don't know if Ben was away or not, but we'll get that poll up now in a second.
No, I'm here. What do you need?
The Darwin poll, was it a foul?
Yeah, I'll put it up now. So I was trying to type something else to Connor.
No worries, man. No worries. You do feel it was getting ruled out? Yeah, so do I. And I didn't notice it in real time, I've got to be honest. I only noticed it on the replay. Yes, but only because it's Tierney and Hooper, said Sams. Right, poll is up. Was it a Darwin foul for the disallowed goal? Yes or no? I'm saying, honestly, the answer to that for me is I didn't see it. I see the Burnley player going to ground, but I don't really see the challenge from Darwin on him to cause him to go to ground. Benjamin said, thoughts on Gakpo? I feel there's 10% more there. If he adds the final pass and shot, he should be one of the best centre forwards in the league. I don't like Gakpo through the centre. I don't. I've got to be honest. I like him through the centre a little bit deeper, but I don't like him as a centre forward. But it was weird to hear Carragher talk about Gakpo because I feel if we're to be disappointed in a Liverpool forward these days, and look, there's obviously people who have love-hate relationships with Núñez, but it's Diaz that I feel disappointed with at the minute. He just seems a shadow of himself. Gakpo was flying a PSV on the left wing, said Phil. Thoughts on how Salah is playing? Do you want the I'm not going to get myself in trouble answer, or do you want the real answer? I'm going to say what I've said for ages. Salah's not himself. The effort is there. But nobody's telling me this is the ruthless Salah and Salah at his best. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. He's just not being what he can be. So, thoughts on Salah? He's always going to give you something out on the pitch. But I can't say I haven't been frustrated with opportunities. I think he should have taken better. Balls I think he should have laid off. Wayward passes I feel frustrated by. And I think his best days are behind him. But to balance that against the factor of Salah in the team, of all the decisions about contracts that I've had looking on as a Liverpool fan, the decision of what to do now with Mo is probably the most difficult one I've seen the club have to figure out. Because you can rationalise it in any way. You can say to yourself, give him a new deal, his record and his time with the club has deserved it. And you'd have a very valid point. You can say to yourself, now is the last time for Liverpool to cash in, make some money and reinvest to try bring in a new, younger forward. And that has merits. But the only thing, as I said earlier on, that doesn't have any merit is allowing him leave for free. That I just think would be silliness. So it's a tough one. Honestly, for me, I'd sell. I'd sell if it was me in the summer. If we got an offer of anything above £100 million, I'd sell. Those statements against Salah make zero sense. What statements? That he's missed chances? Well, he has. 2 that I can think of. Misplaced passes? 3 I can think of. So, again, if you're saying they don't make sense, no problem. But please come back at me with your version so we can discuss it. I'm not trying to put you down. Genuinely, if you want to have a discussion about it, I'm here for it, but I need counter arguments. Right, Ben, can we get... So we agree that this wasn't a foul by Darwin. Can we get a poll on 100 million for Mo in the summer? Would you take it? I don't know if he heard me, so I'm going to write it.
No, it's fine. Sorry. Say it again. It cut out.
Salah, 100 million in the summer. Should we take it? Because I know I'm on the fence on this, and I've answered loads of times, but I just think it's the age part for me and the contract situation. If he had 2 years left on his deal, I wouldn't sell him in the summer. But it's the last year part, and looking at the extension, it's a lot of money to be recommitting.
How old is he now, Craig? Is he only 31?
He's 31 now. Yeah, I don't know when his birthday is, but he's 31 now.
I think it's June or something like that. So he's a young 31. Yeah, it's June. So he'll be 32 in the summer. You got to think, what level can he maintain for the next 2 or 3 years for you guys?
So to everyone saying 150 mil and all that stuff, you're getting carried away. He's got 1 year to run on his deal. Don't forget that. And there's only really one place for him to go. So I know we all assume that they'll just pay whatever it takes, but there has to be some type of value to that deal. And any player in the world, look at Harry Kane as an example. 100 million to Bayern. Similar situation, a year younger. I just don't see the market being there for 150 million. But let's wait and see what happens in summer. If it was 2 years to go, I wouldn't consider selling him. I'd definitely say hang on to him for another year. What would be a better scenario? Liverpool win the title under Alonso, or United getting relegated under Gerrard? Thank you for your super chat. Liverpool winning the title. I don't care about United. They do whatever they do. But us winning titles, yes, sir. Thank you very much. Craig, who would we get if we sell Salah? Well, you know my answer to that. Bowen. And probably a young winger. So if we got 100 million for Mo, spend 60 million on Bowen, I'd spend 40 million on a young 19, 20-year-old, highly rated attacking player. Maybe like Bakayoko. Depends on the financials of the club. It means we get 100 million to go get a Victor Osimhen or similar, then yes. If it's just to line John W. Henry's pockets, then no. Well, you would have to imagine, Benjamin, that the money would have to be reinvested into the squad. Because there's no way fans would sit back and allow Klopp not to get that money if Mo was sold. Wirtz is a great shout as well, by the way. I love the shouts for Wirtz in the chat. You probably spend the majority of the money, though, if you were getting Wirtz, but it is a great shout. Kingsley Coman is a show pony, mate, who gets injured too often. And I'm always worried about explosive players with pace like that who pick up muscle injuries, because when they get older, they lose the pace. And without the pace, I don't think Coman is anywhere near the player that he is with that natural pace. Elise is a good show. People say you prefer Elise to Bowen, but you can look at Bowen and see goals, right? Elise's got huge potential. But Bowen, I think, is just... You're getting your goals, you're getting your assists, you're getting your work rate, you're getting your counter pressing. I don't know. I'm just a fan of Jarrod Bowen. Right, we're about to get underway for the second half. And for the poll, we said, Salah, £100 million in the summer. Would you take it, yes or no? 57% so far are saying they would take the money for Mohamed Salah. But even at that, right, you can see how it's close. You can see that this is a subject that clearly divides us Liverpool fans, and that's completely natural because of what Mo has done for the club. Right, we are about to get underway. Second half. We need to get this second goal and put this game to bed. Only because of Salah we are top. That's simply not true. We're off. Second half. Like that's complete. That's just very disrespectful of everybody else. And technically, we're not really top yet. But also, like, come on now. In what world has if you're gonna big up anybody for us being top of the league, dare I say you should be bigging up Alisson Becker for us being top of the league. If we get to the top of the league after this game. Right, I'll sync up for you guys in a few seconds. No changes that I can see. Referee's already given a free kick to Burnley, though, inside the Liverpool half. Kudus to replace Salah. No. Like, West Ham aren't going to want to sell him now. He's only gotten in there. That was the move if you wanted him when he was at Ajax, get him. Now it's just silliness to go and pay extra money. Right, so we are at 46 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somebody said about Kubo. 100 million can get you Bowen and Kubo. I don't know if it would. I think Kubo can be bought by Real for 30 and they'll probably look for the 60 to sell him. If indeed they trigger that clause they have to buy him back in the summer. %51 goal contribution. And again, I just get a pain in my arse listening to Salah fanboys think everything good about Liverpool is only because of Mohamed Salah. I just find that not true. He's part of the team and a big part of the team. But Alisson's a huge part of this team, and you may not be able to measure the points Alisson has won us or saved us. Bad take. Well, you get banned. I don't put up with silliness, mate. Say bad take. You're not contributing anything. Give us your take, and we can have a conversation. But all these people are just lazy and go, bad take, you're an idiot. I don't care about your opinion because you're not given one. If you want to contribute to the conversation, have your say, but give me back why I'm wrong. Like that gentleman there a moment ago who talked about the 51% goal contributions. At least, you know, there's a rhyme and reason to what that dude is saying. And I respect him for having that information to hand. Can Salah's production be duplicated or replaced? No. Not by a one person that I can think of, no. And I've always said that about Mo, to be fair. I don't think any one person we could bring in outside of maybe an Mbappe could do that. Salah now, wide right, cuts in onto the left foot, lays it back to Trent. Trent down the line to Darwin. 51% goal contributions from Mo. Stop airing. Again, you fanboy little weird freak. You can't just say 50% goal contribution like the defenders don't count. The keeper doesn't count. The midfield don't count. Go watch somebody else, honestly, because you're just a fanboy who's not willing to have an actual conversation. We get it. You're wearing your Mo pajamas. I understand it. Enjoy them. I hope they're comfy. But for me, I don't think we're a one-player team. I just don't. And if that makes me wrong, then so be it. But I refuse to think of us as a one-man team. Oh, good ball in. Bones 27, a little old. He's on the other side of it. I'll give you that. He is on the far side of what I would be comfortable with. But one of the questions that we're often speaking about when we're talking about Mo is, can we replicate the input or the output of Mo? And the answer is no. But if you bring in somebody in their prime which Bowen would be at this stage of his career, I feel like he can take up a good bit of the slack for the here and now. And sometimes we need a here and now signing. Look at the impact Van Persie had at United, the latter stages of his career when he went in there. You know, we're very good at bringing in young players, but sometimes you need the here and now stuff. Yes, Harvey. Yes, Harvey. Lovely football, Mr. Elliott. Darwin. Oh, it's a loose ball, dude. And then he gets in the way of Endo, who's won it back. Oh. Craig, I'd swap Mbappe for Salah. What's your take? Of course I would, Andy. Mainly because of the age factor. Like, what's Mbappe? 24, 25? Of course. Like, just common sense. He's 6 years younger. Who's worse, Anthony or me? Well, I know I've got no pending cases against me, so I'm going to say Anthony's worse. But also, I hope that comment was worth it. So thank you for your input to the chat, and enjoy yourself over Christmas. Reds on the attack again. Come on, press. So, if we were to look at the bench a little bit, what would you guys look to do if you were Klopp right now? What players would you like to see Jurgen bring on? You can tell who's kids in the chat, by the way. You can tell who isn't actually. The Bowen isn't good enough to fill Mo's shoes, but you're implying that we have to get a like for like for Mo. They don't exist, mate. Nobody is going to fill Mo's shoes. Nobody. Doesn't matter if it's Bowen, Liao, Kvaratskhelia. They're just not going to do it, man. So we've got to try and spread the load around a bit more. And that is indeed what she said. I agree with you, but who would you replace him with? I've said 20 times now, Bowen. That's my preference. But there's great shouts for Florian Wirtz. My God, I'd love Florian Wirtz at Liverpool as well. Yeah, Florian Wirtz would be awesome. Like, he'd be a tremendous signing if you brought him in. I don't know enough about Bakayoko to give you a fair take on him. Oh, go on. Darwin. Keep it up. Keep it up. Well done. Back to Mo. Salah now, edge of the box. Elliott. Kwanzaa. To Endo. Endo switches up left-hand side. Gomez. Well done, Joe. Goes around the outside. Puts in a ball with his left foot. That's composed by the Burnley player. Little inside his own box. Little side foot pass. So loads of shouts for Jota in the chat anyway from you guys to come on, which I totally understand. Be nice to see Diogo on the pitch, all right. Trent now. Nice ball through the lines to Endo. Endo to Darwin. Back to Endo. Good switch from Endo out to Mo wide right. I can see what Mo was trying to do there. He was trying to pick out a through ball to Darwin, but it was intercepted with the Burnley defence. Again, we're pressing them in here. We're getting closer and closer, I feel like, to this breakthrough. And we're controlling the game well. It's a little bit frustrating at times, obviously, because we're knocking on the door, but the tempo is still there. Trent. Lovely ball to Salah. Salah in. The Gravenberch. Again, it's just very congested around there, boys. Might take a moment of magic, this. Endo. Salah. Elliott. Ball out to Gravenberch. Back in. Elliott. Goal. Oh, yes, Harvey. Oh, yes. 2-0. Look, that was so composed from Harvey. Dude is ice cold. That was... Mwah. That's the cherry on the nipple. That was delicious. That was a well-worked, beautifully executed, pinpoint team goal. And Harvey Elliott gets on the end of it. And I love that Harvey's adding goals to his game. And that gives us a bit of breathing space. I feel like Harvey and the travelling cop have a real connection. But this is just good football. It starts with Elliott playing the ball out wide right to Gravenberch. He plays it back in. And it's just one touch, opens his body, composed left foot, side foot from Harvey Elliott into the corner. It's just a stunning goal. Golazzo. I could watch it all day, lads. I could watch it all day. Look at this. It's just ice cold. Ice cold. Klopp loves it. He loves it. Look at the big smirk on Klopp's face when he seen it was Elliott. Why are they looking at it now? What? Here. Here. They're VARing the goal for what? So they didn't VAR it when they were ruling out our goal, but they're VARing it to rule out another one. Oh, lads, I swear to God. He's in an offside position. You need the angle from behind the goal. He's in an offside position. I've no qualms. I've no problems with this being ruled out. No goal. And I've no problem with it. I've got to be honest. I feel like that's fair. Trend to replace that on white ring, says Rizanova. He gets pushed. But he's still in the position though, right? Let's have a look again. Do you know what? You've got a fair point on the push. You've got a fair point on the push. Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. You have a fair point on the push. But I'm going to say this again. Do we expect anything else with Tierney involved? No, you're right. Everybody who said he was pushed, you are correct. I didn't see that initially. Fucking hell. Chris Willow said Salah was pushed offside. Awful officiating. No, you guys are right. You're right on that. I missed the push. But are we shocked? Do you know what? Here's what I don't get, though. That has to be clear and obvious to overrule it, right? Because the ref didn't see it. So they see that, and it's clear and obvious. But they don't see enough to tell Tierney there was no foul from Darwin. Here goes Moen again. That's another foot race he's lost. I don't know what to say anymore about it, lads. It feels like we have to score 3 or 4 times to win a game when Tierney's in charge, because it's just no consistency. And do you know what? Again, you were absolutely correct. He was pushed offside, and I don't see why that wasn't taken into consideration. It's disheartening. That's what it is. It's disheartening to watch this happen again and again. Another corner to Burnley. 59 minutes on the clock. Corner came in. It was a bit of a ricochet. Came off Darwin and over the top. Benjamin said, 2 awful decisions today may galvanise Burnley. It's almost like the refs don't want us to do well. Am I being paranoid? I don't think you are, Benjamin. And again, it's no surprise to me that Hooper and Tierney are at the heart of this. Somebody has to speak up about this stuff at some point. Some manager or pundit. The pundits need to grow a pair, by the way. So I know Gary Neville loves to be up referees' arses, say we all need to respect them, but when do we get fairness? When does somebody grow a pair, stand up and say, this is happening way too often to us for it to be a coincidence? And don't even mention it to Gary O'Neill, by the way, because I don't know how he's kept sane this season with the robberies he's had to put up with. I don't know. This is where I feel pundits need to grow a pair. I know who pays their wages. I get all that. But ultimately, is there any integrity left in these people? Is anybody going to say what we all think in the mainstream? And I'm looking at journalists here as well. They need to grow a pair as well and start calling this shit out. Because our game's being bastardized right in front of our eyes. And too many people are allowing it to happen. Too many people are asleep at the wheel. And cowards. This sort of thing's happening too often to be called a mistake, said CJ. It's corrupt, mate. I agree with you, but here's the problem, I think. We all know if a journalist or a pundit speaks up, unless they've got strong owners or management behind them, they're going to be blackballed. And this is the problem we have. There's too much power and influence and money involved, and people don't feel like they can honestly say it as it is, which is why fan channels continue to blossom and why I don't think the people in the mainstream realize that they're absolutely just destroying their own credibility. Again, Burnley on the attack left side, and somebody made a good comment a moment ago where they said it's only going to galvanize Burnley and give them confidence the longer they're in this, which is a good shout. It's a good shout. Chris Willis said, us and Wolves have been the biggest targets to it this season. It was the media darling Spurs or Arsenal. Gary Neville will be out to protest. Thank you for your super chat, mate. They're all hypocrites, mate. This is what I don't get. I don't get it. There's not a backbone between them. But look who gets it in the media. They're all yes men. Nobody has a backbone to speak out. And people like me that tried to speak out, people try to undermine and call us a lunatic or destroy our credibility. But here's the thing. I know what I'm saying is what a lot of people think. And I think it's the rational conclusion to come to. It can't always just be a mistake every week, coincidentally against Liverpool or Wolves. Right, couple of changes coming up. Soboslai and Lucho are getting tugged off and ready to come on. We just need to put this game to bed. One more, and I think it'll probably do it. But yes, well in, Joe. Well in, Joe. And then the offside flag goes up against. Well, offside again. Craig, no one talking about how Goodmanson, or whoever you spell, a headbutted Gakpo when he got up after the foul. Referees a disgrace. Bradley, are you surprised though, mate? That's the sad part of this, right? It's almost like we're conditioned to expect it. I feel like we've got to win games 3 times now to win a game. I'm a rational person, Craig, and I'm starting to feel there's a referee agenda on Liverpool. It's so obvious right now. It's not all the referees, I don't think, Benjamin, but Atwell, Tierney, Hooper, for me, the worst culprits. So pushed is trending on Twitter, and we know what that's about. Somebody said there was a tweet from David Maddock. Maybe one of the lads could fetch that for me, and we could have a look at that one. But they need to speak up on this. They can't let it drop. Again, Burnley are coming into this a bit more now as the game goes on, but I'm hoping it'll also leave space for us to attack. Triple change. Jones, Soboslai, and Lucho coming on. Gravenberg, the first one to come off. So Gravenberg off, Jones on. Coote as well, yes. David Coote, good shout there. Elliott coming off. Well done, Harvey. And Dominic Soboslai. And here comes Lucho. So Elliott, Gakpo, Gravenberg off, Lucho, Jones, and Soboslai on. Lads, before you've already written about the fake scores, they're deleted. Stop writing it. Leave it to us. We'll remove them. Lads, the fake scores are deleted. You need to chill. Don't listen to the chat. I will tell you if there's a goal. If you're ever in doubt, just wait till I give you the nod. Burnley on the attack left side. That's too easy. Cross in. Header. Ooh, fuck me. They're getting closer. They're getting closer, and I can't help but think about our friend's comment from earlier on, where they said that this will just give Burnley energy. And yeah, again, due to the referee's influence on the game. Right, so the tweets have been sent in. Thank you. So David Maddock said, that's the second VAR non-decision that has gone against Liverpool in 3 days. That is not just baffling, but ludicrous. 1 is unfortunate, but 2, well, that's suspicious, especially given the VAR official against Arsenal and the ref here. It stinks. Seems like VAR miraculously fixed and is working again now, said David Maddock. Exactly. And David Maddock, fair play to him. He's spot on. And it isn't a coincidence, mate, as you've said. It's suspicious, David. Thank you, Mr. Maddock. It is suspicious. You're right. Agenda against us since the statement after Spurs, said Anthony Doyle. Another corner here to Burnley. I'm going to come out and say it. The referees don't want us to win the league. I'm going to come out and say it. Goal kick to Liverpool. Ball drops harmlessly over Alisson's crossbar. Do me a favor. If you're on Twitter or X, retweet or quote tweet David Maddock's tweet in support of what David is saying. because I believe David's spot on. And I think he says what a lot of us are thinking right now. Suspicious is the minimum. Craig, they're trying to get their own back because of our statement. Do you blame us for our statement? Like, again, top of the table clash, robbed of a goal, Spurs win the game. Of course, like, what do they expect us to do? Just accept it all the time? Against Arsenal, no penalty. Again, top of the table clash, London club, no penno. Today, 2 goals ruled out. The one that he didn't see, they sent him to the monitor for. The other one, nothing to do. Nothing to do to look. It's only clear and obvious if it rules something out for Liverpool. If it doesn't rule something out for Liverpool, we can't do it because the threshold of clear and obvious wasn't met. Paulie Walnuts, you need to change your name to Paulie No Nuts. And you are right about the ghost part in that you're another little bitch who doesn't use your real name because you're probably a child or, at the very least, a moron. So change your name to Paulie No Nuts and then come back to us and we'll talk. Benjamin said, galvanized, as I said before, better team would be on it here against us. We're so unsteady at the moment. It worries me. It worries me how the second half is getting a little bit away from us. But I hope somebody grabs this game by the scruff of the neck now and gets that winner. Because someone needs to make sure we put this game out of doubt. Because the longer it goes on, the more I feel like there's a possibility of a contentious decision in our penalty area coming up. So we need to put this game beyond doubt. So just answer me one question. Anybody that thinks we're all lunatics, right? Why do you think they don't want the audio from the referees being broadcast in real time? Answer me that one question. Why do the PGMOL not want the audio from the VAR and the referees to be broadcast at all times? Why? We want transparency in all walks of life, with our government, with everything else. But football thinks it's too good for transparency because us, the great unwashed, the regular Joe Soapers, we couldn't possibly understand the intricacies of what goes on. So we need it to be dumbed down for us because we're all tickos. No, you don't want transparency because you've got something to hide. If you've got nothing to hide, open up. You sound like a conspiracy nut now. I don't give a shit what you think about what I sound like. I'm right. Conspiracy nut or not, I'm right. Ball in, headed across. Oh! Cleared again. Unlucky. That was close. I also don't think you understand what a conspiracy is. Lithuana, excuse me, said Arsenal fan here. Couldn't believe the penalty decision the other day, and today it's just daylight robbery. VAR ruining our beautiful game. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you, Lithuana. Appreciate your honesty, mate. Thank you so much. And yeah, I agree with you on the decisions, but hopefully, mate, we've got a good title race ahead of us, both of our clubs. And it feels weird that we have to say we hope it's sorted out on the pitch, right? But yeah, thank you for that. It means a lot. We have 16 minutes to go, and we're managing the game okay, but you know, you're always nervous when you don't get that second. You know, when we score the second goal now for the third time, it will certainly feel deserved. If this is the corruption the Premier League has to offer, then how's the Super League be any worse for us? Well, Nessie, the Premier League have had a season where the referees are abysmal. Everyone's calling it out. Manchester City are still strolling on through, winning trophies with 115 charges against them. Chelsea have their own charges against them. The league's becoming a joke in the public eyes because nobody has the balls to stand up for what's right and wrong. And we're trying to reinvent what is right and what is wrong. They're trying to basically just numb us to these decisions. Love the channel. You're a legend, brother. Thank you. Tickle my tea bag. Thank you, mate. Do hit that subscribe button, my friends, and don't forget, drop a like on the stream as well. We've got 15 minutes to go, and hopefully we take this game out of Burnley's hands. Salah, ball into Darwin. Darwin's right side. Don't lose out, Darwin. Well done. Corner to Liverpool. $233K. The growth of this channel is ridiculous. Thank you, James. Do you know what, though, mate? I feel like we as a community deserve it because I look at that other fool up in Manchester and see the nonsense he drivels out from one end of the week to the next when he's not sitting in a shed or sending solicitors' letters like a coward. $15 minutes to go. Come on, boys. All in. Headed away. Tierney trying everything, said Whitehammer. He is, mate. You're right. Ball crossed in. Oh, Trafford does well there. Good goalkeeping by Trafford. Oi, oi, oi. Craig, big fan of yours. I'm an Everton supporter, but respect Liverpool. Very kind of you. WXLLZ edits. Appreciate that, my man. And you were robbed of a good goal the other day as well, by the way. And Sean Dyche is right. The referees are trying to re-referee games. Oh, this would be a yellow for Trent. It was just a clumsy collision that then... It's Tierney. He fucking loves giving anything against us. Tierney can't get the yellow out quick enough. Somebody needs to check if Tierney had an erection when he went over to the VAR monitor, because I swear I'm convinced he had. Now, I didn't look at it, but I just know deep down that moves him in a way that I'd be 84% sure would lead to an erection. Because that's all he has in his miserable little existence. Tierney is the bitterness towards Klopp and us. Mark's from Midlands, not Manchester. Tell me where his studio is, Kieran. I know he lives in Solihull, mate. But just remind me again where that studio of his is that he doesn't go to for some fucking weird reason. Brian, thank you, mate. Said, Craig, does FIFA control over the PGMOL? How are they allowed to self-govern? So, they are the authority for the English FA, the PGMOL. But yes, Brian, FIFA have autonomy over the whole game. But, like, FIFA don't really give a shit because the money's rolling in. I mean, look at the decisions FIFA themselves are making with regards to where the World Cups are going and the FIFA Club World Cup. It's all about money now, man. It's all about money. That's it. They're not even looking out for the players anymore. Like, it's very rare I'll speak about Bernardo Silva being right, but he was damn right what he said in the Club World Cup press conference. And so was Klopp. They just want to pile the games on and they're just watering down the quality of what we're seeing because they're running these lads into the ground. Come on, boys. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Jesus. Kwanzaa. He went to ground, had to win the ball, and did. Good challenge, but he had to get it right. Unlucky. Liverpool ball on the far side. 11 minutes to go. 11 minutes. And look, We're in the box seat, but still making this game a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Come on, boys. Another Liverpool throw in. We're inching up the pitch bit by bit. Somebody show for him. Heelstan said, I debated in college we were allowed to scratch judges, meaning we can select judges who can't judge us. Why does nothing similar exist for referees? Hooper and Tierney should never ref Liverpool. I mean, I can't disagree with you, mate, but this is the problem. And this is why I can't understand why they don't want transparency. If they've nothing to hide, we should be able to hear everything that they're saying. But I'm glad David Maddock and hopefully a few others now are starting to question this nonsense because it is very clear. But you are right. There should be some of a system in place. I also, and I'm open to being corrected on this one, but was there not something that said Hooper wasn't going to ref a Liverpool game this season, or have I pulled that out of my backside? Now, I know he's on VAR today, which technically isn't reffing, but I don't understand how they think that that could lessen an impact. Oh, Luke Joe. Yes, good challenge. I believe Elliot gone off has made it harder for us to hold in midfield. We look better with him in the team. He's going to be key for us soon. Oh, it was Darren England. Sorry, you're right. Thank you. Oh, lucky. Oh, Dom with a strike from distance. Thank you for clearing that up in the chat, by the way, about it being Darren England. Appreciate you. And I agree with you, Benjamin, as well. Elliot's one of those players I think a lot of people don't see what he does till he's not on the pitch. Kwanzaa wins the header. Ball drops. That's it, boys. Go on. Press Darwin. Burnley going route one. Ball in field. Yes, Endo. Endo mania. We love a bit of Endo. Jones now. Come on, boys. 7 to go. Well, 7 and a bit. Van Dijk. Jones. Win it back. Win it back. Oh, Jota's getting ready to come on. I can see him getting stripped off over there. Soboslai. Come on, boys. We're very passive here. We're just moving the ball around with no intent. I get we're trying to not give it away, but ultimately we have ended up giving away. Well done. Good tracking back. Who was that? Soboslai. Nice. Nice. Our throw in. Here comes the change. Bit of Diogo now. Great to see him return to action. Darwin coming off. Mo again just gets to go through another game. So Darwin's off. He's got us the goal today, and Jota is on. So let's see if Diogo has a little bit of magic in him. Great to see him back. Burnley making a change themselves. Jesus, Redmond, there's a blast from the past. So Foster and Admouni off for Burnley. Redmond and Brun Larson on. So throw into Liverpool. Somebody show for Trent. Give him a damn option. Second ball. Well done. Move it. Move it across. Switch it. Kwanzaa. Verge back to Allison. Allison bit loose, but out to Trent. Somebody show from ball in field. Well done. Well won back. Go on. Now the space. Out left. Left. Oh, it's behind them. Come on. That slow ball behind Gomez allowed them to get bodies back. Jones now. Cleared by Burnley. Endo. Trent. Volley. Ooh, it's not far away, you know. Left foot volley from Trent had the keeper scrambling, but drops a little bit wide. Let's see how far wide. Good header won by Endo. Trent. Oh, I tell you what, that was not far away from Trent. Outside of the full volley, cuts across the ball to give it that swerve away from the keeper. Oh, that was close. Back all the way back with Allison now. Oh, Jesus, Endo, what are you at? Oh, for fuck me. That was close. Endo gifted a chance to Burnley with a misplaced pass in midfield. Burnley player takes it fairly early and drops about half a yard wide of Allison's right post, but oh my fucking days. Oh, fuck me. Lucho. Oh, for fuck's sake. Another chance missed. This time it's Lucho who can't beat the keeper. He's got to score in that position. He's got to score in that position. Jota. Gomez. Liverpool working into the left channel again. Gomez. That'll be a corner on the far side. 2 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Nervy times, but at least we've got that lead. Corner, ball in. Goal kick. We've made this game. Well, no, we haven't. We've scored 3 goals, but VAR have made this game very close. Much closer than it should have been. We're into the last minute of normal time. Hook it forward, that's it. Jota, Salah, back in field. Jones. Out to Gomez. Ball over the top. Endo. That's a foul. Ref plays on. Go on. Go on. Jota. Lucho. Go on. Back to Jota. Yes, Diogo! Yes, son! That's it! Diogo! Better than Frigo, don't you know? And that has killed the game off. 2-0. Diogo Jota. He's only on the pitch a matter of minutes. He's only back from injury. He's doing it again. Diogo, 2-0. Whoop, whoop! And that, my VAR disease-riddled fuckfaces, is Liverpool 2, PGMOL 0. You corrupt shower twats. He's a goal scorer machine. Reverse ball into him, tight angle, through his legs, Diogo. Vicious. Assassin. 5 minutes was added on. I hope he brings that back for a yellow for the challenge on Endo, by the way. I haven't forgotten about that, Tierney, you twat. There was 5 minutes added on. He should come back and book the Burnley player for that challenge. The foul on Endo. Look at this from Jota. Through Trafford's legs. Oh, he's such... There's your natural finisher. So yeah, VAR. These nuts. And that, my friends, will send us back to the top of the league table. Somewhere, Howard Webb now, he's heartbroken. You know he is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Go on, Mo. Arnaus Nguiha. Go on, Mo. Oh, bad. Should have played that to Lucho. Outside of the foot, Mo. Headed away. Do, 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 do. I'm going to get a Paul Tierney Halloween mask to frighten all the kids. I love a happy Craig. I'm just glad we put the game to bed. Sorry, but Salah really is in horrendous form, said Chris Willow. You're not allowed to say that, Chris. How dare you, sir? No matter what he does, we're only allowed to say he's amazing. Doesn't matter if he misses chances, misplaces pass. Doesn't matter, mate. Did you not get the goal involvements bit earlier on? No. We're not allowed to criticise him, mate. 51 goal percent involvement, don't you know? You really need to brush up on your Salah stats, dude. I have a Diogo Jota signed shirt right over there in my eye line, looking all juicy and Diogo-ish. Liverpool have had 19 attempts, 10 on target. Burnley have had 8 attempts with 0 on target. And Paul Tierney has had a mare, as always, because the corrupt share of shenanigan terrorists. That's what I'm going to call VAR. Shenanigan terrorists. That's what VAR are to me. Trent. We will be asking you for your man of the match in the post-match show. So get ready. We need some suggestions for you. I'm thinking Kwanzaa, Trent. Who else should be in the man of the match poll? VAR. I back that name. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get that trending. Endo. Endo in the shell. VVD. I mean, there's a lot of names coming in here. Trafford. We can't put Trafford in. He's had a great game for Burnley, though. Trafford. He's a top keeper. How, like, excuse my ignorance, right? And I could be just missing this one. And I'm open to being corrected. How can we put VVD in for man of the match? I don't think we've had much to defend, which is a good thing. VVD was given man of the match. I Well, then I guess we got to put, if Verge got it from the TV crowd, I guess Verge has to be in the vote as well. So Verge, Endo, Trent. Verge, Endo, Trent. I need one more name. Craig never appreciates VVD. That's just bullshit, Giovanni. You're an arsehole. Go fuck yourself. I never appreciate VVD. Literally looking at a signed Virgil van Dijk shirt that I spent money on, dude. So your agenda is just bullshit. Right there in my house, on my wall, in my living room, signed Virgil van Dijk shirt. I very much appreciate it, mate. What I'm saying is we didn't do too much defending. And I'm grand putting him in the poll. Right, it's over. Liverpool have beaten Burnley by 2-0. We scored that second goal 3 times, by the way, but there we go. Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez with the goals. Great to see our forwards back in goal scoring form. First goal, an absolute worldie of a strike. Second goal was just Diogo being the assassin that he is. So, the match reaction is going to be live in 2 minutes. The link is at the top of the chat right now. That'll take you straight across. Top of the league, don't you know? Better than Figo, don't you know? Darwin Núñez, don't you know? Whoop, whoop. I'm just happy, lads. Just happy. Delighted. Do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream as well before you head off. And I will see you for a very happy match reaction in 2 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for your support again today. You guys are amazing. Love you all to bits. See you for the match reaction. Bye-bye.